Saint Ansgar Saints.
Is he slow? Oh, heck no. It's not your average Joe. Right here on Saints TV.
Well, Joe, here we are.
Here we are.
It's football night in America, and probably the game of the week in all of America. Saint Ansgar Saints versus the top-ranked West Hancock Eagles. Are you excited?
I am. Number 1 versus number 5. There'll be a lot of eyes on this game tonight and how things play out here in Saint Ansgar. What a beautiful night for high school football here in Iowa. I say we live here 365 days for 10 days, right? And today's one of those 10. Today's one of those days. Not only is the weather a top 10 day, but a top 10 football day as well. So it doesn't get much better than that. Like I said, we welcome number 1 ranked West Hancock into town versus your number 5 Saints. Should be a great game. Key District 2 matchup, Eric. This is likely, right, the district championship game. A little early to declare that, but let's say it this way, the winner of this game is the odds-on favorite to win the district.
It feels like it. And you can feel it in the air around here tonight. Oh, my goodness. It is – there's just energy. Energy everywhere.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. It's it looks like they're doing starting lineups now here. We'll wait. We'll talk a little bit here, and when they start presenting the colors, we'll go to that here. But a couple quick things to point out tonight. You know, I think both teams are 2-0. 1-0 in conference play. West Hancock has handled both of their opponents by wide margins, would be fair to say. They won last week. I believe it was 55-6 in the opening week. That was over Garner. Last week, to give you some common opponent information, Garner lost to Osage 45-0. So, I think that gives you some comparison, obviously, like opponents to go off of. There's no doubt St. Ansgar's played the tougher schedule to this point. That may or may not mean anything tonight. West Hancock opponents are 0-4 and have scored 6 total points in those 4 losses.
That's insane. And how many offensive points for West Hancock did you say?
They scored 55 in week 1, and I believe it was 45 last week. So, yeah. They're, by my math, I believe that's about 100. So
yes. I agree.
That's a good first 2 weeks. One of the key stats, I think, they've got some dudes that they're going to bring at us tonight. And we'll have to be ready for, and we'll talk about those guys here in a minute. As we pause for the Legion to post colors, I'm going to give a shout out here quick. Sergeant Logan Heckensmith is with the Walter T. Enenberg St. Ansgar American Legion Post 358. Sergeant Heckensmith is en route to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, after having been in Korea for the past year. Logan is the son-in-law of Chris and Rose Cranbuell. Welcome home, Sergeant Heckensmith.
Welcome home. Welcome home. And much appreciation for your service.
Amen.
Get the camera angles here set up the best we can. We got some new stuff going on here tonight, Joe. We love to try and make every broadcast a little bit better. For those of you who stuck with us through last week, we had a great connection, but we found that our great connection was so good that we had other people trying to connect to it, and it kind of interrupted what we were doing a little bit.
Happy to be back on a friendly footing here this week.
You got it. We got a wired connection. We should be good. The weather's great. I'm looking at that American flag over there getting ready here for Stars and Stripes, and there does not seem to be a bit of a breeze at all tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask you to please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hands. As tonight's colors are being presented by the Walter T. Enenberg American Legion Post 358 from St. Ansgar. please remain standing for our national anthem being performed tonight by the Saint Ansgar Saints Marching Band.
All right. Well done by the band. So we're about 3 minutes to game time. If you can hear my voice and are in the city limits of St. Ansgar, you need to be here. Get down here. This is going to be a great night of football. If you aren't, obviously, thanks for tuning in, and I appreciate you joining us tonight. Let's go through some keys to victory, Mr. Sparrow. I think there are 3 keys for the Saints tonight. Number 1, take care of the football. West Hancock last year, right, won this game in the first quarter with 3 turnovers, 26 points in the first half. It was not the start the Saints needed. They need to do just the opposite here tonight. If you look at their first 2 games, they have 6 turnovers. They forced 6 turnovers, turned 4 of those into touchdowns, returned 4 of them for touchdowns. That's just unheard of, and obviously something that the Saints are going to have to limit tonight. Number 2, limit their offense. This offense is powerful and explosive. Going to need a few key stops, probably a tall order to ask them to stop the run completely, but they're going to be focused on that, and they're going to have to limit their offensive production on the ground. Last one, I think, for the Saints is pass to run, which is something we've never said before. I think it's something we're going to do tonight. I believe we will see that. I think West Hancock's going to see a different team than they've seen the last 2 years. And if you look at this series, West Hancock was a much bigger school than us up until about 2008 or 9, something like that. So they've only played 8 times. St. Ansgar leads the series 6-2. But West Hancock has won the last 2. So the Saints look to try to change that trend tonight and get back in that win column. No bigger night early in the season than this one. This is as big as these matchups get for a Week 3 game. Like I said, I think there'll be eyeballs all over the state watching this game this evening.
Yeah, I agree. And as I said earlier, you can feel it in the air. This is just, it's a perfect late summer night. We got the sideline cam going here. That's thanks
Should I go out and get the coin toss?
There we go.
Get the coin toss. Absolutely. We got you here, Travis. So
you want to talk about Travis's?
Yeah. So our goal here is to make every stream a little better than the last one. And we've got Duke Scoop out there. Travis Charleston is on the field with the camera to get the coin toss here for us. We get a chance to get in the action here tonight. Very excited to get the coin toss. We've never had an opportunity to do this, and Travis has a lot of experience on the technical side, which is why you hear us call him Techie Travis, Techie T-Rex, all kinds of things. We landed on Duke Scoop because he is the Duke, and you can always go to him for the scoop. But pretty cool that we get a close-up on the coin toss here.
Travis, what do you see down there?
He may not be able to hear us. We got a wireless.
It looks
mic
like West Hancock has won the toss and elected to defer. St. Ansgar will receive, and they will defend the east goal.
Oh, thank you.
So we're about to kick it off here in St. Ansgar. A couple of key players to watch for them. If the last name is Smith, they're probably a guy who's going to make an impact in the game for West Hancock.
How many we got?
Well, we've got 3 that are going to play pretty regularly. The quarterback, Mitchell Smith, Kellen Smith, one of the tailbacks, and one of the big dudes up front, David Smith. So if someone makes a play tonight, if we just go with Smith, we're probably going to be close.
Your chances of being accurate are pretty good there.
And there's more. There's more Smiths that we may see later in the game as well. So it's a night of Smiths for the West Hancock Eagles. Speaking of Smith, I think we're going to start it off there. Number 15 is the guy to watch, I think, for them. He is their quarterback. He is one of their best tacklers on defense. He returns kicks. He kind of does it all. So he's going to be a guy you're going to hear a lot tonight, number 15. We'll keep an eye on him.
And defensively, we play our game. Offensively, we play our game. We've got some tools that we just – I just feel we're so balanced. I've said it before. The balance of this Saints team is something like I have not seen, maybe, well, certainly for a very long time.
Yep, and it's going to be needed tonight. They're going to rely on that this evening to try to keep West Hancock off balance a little bit, and we get the football first. It'll be fun to see how that works. So we got Dylan Brum and Tyke Remster back to return. It's like number 7, Zool is the kicker. Excuse me, that's David Smith, 57.
Had to be a Smith.
Fielded by Dylan Brum, straight up the middle to about the 31-yard line, where the Saints will have it, 1st and 10. Let's set the tone tonight. Set it early, up front, making holes just like we did last week. Going to pass to run tonight. Looks like they're going to come out with a 4-man front defensively. That's what the Saints expected. Watch 15 from that linebacker spot. Going to start with 3 wideouts. Chase under center. Hands it off up the middle. It's like a gain of about 2. Christian Michaels on the carry. Good initial push by your offensive line. Looks like we spread them out there on purpose, ran it up the middle. Good start for the Saints. Going to get 3.
We got a lot going on here tonight, Joe. I'm running the camera and trying to answer comments and things like that. If you're experiencing sound issues, things like that, we really need your feedback. So this production is really for your benefit out there, the viewer. We love doing it. We love making a difference. We love bringing the game to those of you who are unable to cheer from the stands. Like Joe said, if you're in Saint Ansgar, get over here. This is a big deal tonight.
You bet.
But you know what? If there's sound issues or things that you're hearing out there, we can't hear it, but we do appreciate feedback. So please feel free to chime in on the chat.
Reagan Witt on the carry there gets 2 more. Bring up 3rd and 4. Big down early in this game here. Chases back to pass. It's caught by Tyson Klein. Up the sideline he goes for a 1st down. Saints across midfield at about the 48-yard line.
Great job. Great play. Great play.
Leak Tyson Klein out in the flat there. He makes a good catch on a well-thrown ball, and we got a 1st down Saints.
There's that catch right there again. Replay on that.
Chase under center. Hand off, straight ahead. No, he keeps it. Pulls it back, keeps it. Around the end he goes.
He
Slips, lost his footing there. But not before he gains 6 yards.
It's a good drive to start here. Moving the ball. No mistakes so far. Just what you want, right?
Absolutely. And gain of 5 on 1st down. That's exactly what the Saints need to do. Keep that 2nd and short. If we can be 2nd and 5 or 6 or less, that's just what the Saints have ordered up here. A little confusion on the play call, but we get that straightened out. Back in the wishbone for the Saints. The hand is to Connor King. Takes it up the middle for a 1st down.
Well played on that. Just right down the gut. Power through it. Get the 1st down. Give it to your power guy.
2 first downs for the Saints on drive number 1. Just how they wanted this game to start. We talked about how poorly the game started last year, and really the Saints were never able to recover. So far, so good in St. Ansgar.
Travis have a shot. Where's Travis?
Chase hands it off right up the middle again. It's Connor King. Gain of about 3 on first down. They're moving guys around in the backfield, and I think that's creating just enough, I don't want to call it confusion, but misdirection maybe, keeping the West Hancock Eagles defense on their heels. The offensive line playing well again to start this game. That's going to be a key for the Saints. Back to the wishbone. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like West Hancock has recovered.
So it seems these guys have a knack for knocking the ball out.
They sure do. Yep, no doubt about it. And that's just a little miscommunication there on the handoff between the quarterback and the tailback. Ball hits the ground, and West Hancock jumps on it. So after a great start to that drive, the Saints turn it over. Ball's on the 32-yard line where West Hancock will have it 1st and 10. So it's the defense's turn. Handoff there goes to Zool. Runs ahead for 5 or 6 yards. That's what you're going to see a lot out of them. West Hancock's going to run this wing T offense. Use a bunch of two tight end sets. Do a lot of misdirection in this offense. And that's their bread and butter. If they can make this running game work out of this formation, that's what we're going to see all night. When they switch out of that, you'll know we've stopped it. Again, you see that's a perfect example of the misdirection there, right? They had me fooled. I thought the ball was coming this way.
Agreed.
And it's counter going the other way. The Saints are all over it. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd down and 2. I didn't see who the ball carrier was there. Looks like 43, Kellen Smith. So you just say Smith if you're not sure. So, 3rd and 2. Saints defense looks to make a big impression early here. The ball goes to Zool up the middle, charges ahead for a 1st down. That's that straight ahead running. When they need 2 or 3 yards, we're gonna see that play a bunch. And as long as it's effective, we're going to keep seeing it. So the defensive line, we need a little push there. They'll get that figured out. Mitchell Smith back. Around the end he tries to go. Hunter Hillman is there to meet him with a host of Saints. I see Christian Michaels. I see Cheesy. I see Corbin Michaels. We got Reagan Witt coming off the pile. 4 or 5 Saints meet him in the backfield for a loss of 2 on 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, it's good. Negative yard situation is a positive for us on that one. Let's hold them a couple more times here.
For sure. Smith hands it off to Peterson around the end. He's met in a hole. Big hit by Corbin Michaels. By Carson Sparrow. That 8 looked like a 2 there for a second. Carson Sparrow with a big hit. Makes the stop after just a gain of 3. Bring up 3rd and 9. Exactly what the Saints defense needed right there was to draw that play up. They saw it coming. And you see him coming around the end here, and Carson says, I got you. I got you. Great play, great tackle. Good heads-up play there by Carson Sparrow. Brings up 3rd down and 9. Smith back to pass. Pursued by Connor King in the backfield, but he gets it away. He just throws it away there. Had no choice. Was going to take a huge sack. Just threw it away. Great pursuit by Connor King, and great coverage downfield by Dylan Brum, Jay Schwiesow, and Tyke Remster. Had everybody covered up on that side of the field, had no choice but just to throw it away.
Well, that's a great way to start after turnover offensively to come out defensively and deliver like that.
Exactly what the Saints needed there.
Now, I don't know anything about this team. Obviously, they're nearly midfield. They know we're good. They wouldn't dare do a fake here, right?
I don't believe so. But I also just saw him kick it, so I thought, great punt out of the punter, Reagan Johnson. Dylan Brum has the ball out to about the 20-yard line where the Saints will have it 1st and 10. So, an interesting start here in St. Ansgar. We've got one turnover for the Saints after putting together a 30, 35-yard drive. They turned the ball over with a muffed exchange, but allow only one first down to West Hancock. Come up big on second and third down on that last drive to stop West Hancock, and they've got the ball back here at the 20-yard line. Saints come out with 4 wide receiver set. Jace hands it off to Reagan Witt, who plows ahead for 6 yards. Spread them out, run it up the middle. That threat of that pass that we've shown the last couple of weeks that we've got on film, they have no choice but to try to cover that up. Spreads out the defense a little bit, creates a nice seam. Reagan Witt hits that seam and gets 7 yards on the play, 6 or 7 yards on the play. Handoff goes back to Reagan. The defense had that one sniffed out. Short gain on the play. Reagan went with a gain of 1. So we'll give him third down and 2 for the Saints. Be an interesting play call here, Sparrow. See what the offense comes up with here. 3rd and 2. You got a lot of plays in the playbook for this one.
Not your average Joe. What are you calling it? What do you think?
I'm giving it to Connor King.
I got to agree with you on that. I'm sure they expect it. Defense expects it.
Call because they won't do whatever I say.
Connor King does indeed get the carry and gets the first down.
Attaboy, Connor
Gets
King.
4 yards.
Good second.
Falls ahead. Really good second effort, Travis. You're exactly right. So the Saints will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, outside that turnover, we're doing a great job of grinding. And I know this is a good team, but it's got to wear on them if we can just keep doing this the whole game.
Correct.
Oh, there we go.
Swiesel back to pass.
Bit of a wobbler.
It's intercepted by Kellen Smith at the 40-yard line. And he brings it back to about the 30-yard line where he's tackled by Christian Michaels. So that ball just didn't come out of his hand cleanly. Smith was ready for it. High points it, makes a pretty good play on the ball, and picks it off. So two turnovers for the Saints in the first 2 drives. Not what we had drawn up, but early in this game yet. The Saints defense called on again. Short field this time. Smith hands it off up the middle, nothing doing. Saints defense is all over it. They're going to give him a yard. The interior of that Saints defensive line and those linebackers are committed to stopping that inside run. Really good play by them there.
We go back to that interception here, Joe.
You can see how it comes off his hand just a little wobbly and underthrown.
Back to live.
Back to live here. West Hancock runs it around that right end. Zool on the carry. Looks like he gains 6 yards.
That looks short.
Looks short. Travis says from sideline. Cam says it looks short. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1. I do think we're going to get an official measurement. We sure are. So they bring out the sticks.
There's your sticks right there. We got the stick cam going on right now. And
Travis is right.
Here first.
It
Travis
is indeed short. 3rd and about a foot for West Hancock Eagles. So I think we'll, again, just like for the Saints, these 3rd and short situations, a wide open playbook for West Hancock here.
Yeah.
So you're going to keep your head on the swivel if you're a defender here, ready for anything.
We're surely in 2-down territory.
Yep, and that's part of why that playbook's so wide open, because they know they've really got 2 downs to get what is a very short yard. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get the ball outside here. Then again, it's West Hancock. They may not mess around, just pound that thing ahead for a yard and get the first down.
There we go.
And that's why you don't mess around, because mistakes happen, right? It's going to be a false start on West Hancock. Going to back them up make that 3rd and a short yard, 3rd and 5 long yards. So huge penalty there. That's the first mistake for West Hancock after the Saints have made a couple. See if the Saints can hold them here. Probably still 2 down territory here, 4 down territory here. So they got 2 to get 5 yards. Handoff up the middle. Again, had me fooled, but it's not the Saints defense. They see that misdirection, that quick handoff up the middle, and that, I think, what is a trap play? A gain of a yard, maybe 2.
Travis, can you hear me down there?
Sure can.
All right, we're going to go with your camera here on this play. We got a very important 4th down. I'm going to capture it from up here, so if we need any replay action or whatever, we'll get that.
All right. Watch the quarterback here. Back to pass. Looking for 33. And it's broke up. Pass is broke up by Dylan Brum. Dylan Brum and Christian Michaels in on the pass breakup.
Great job, guys. Great job, Saints.
So the Saints turn them over on downs. It'll be Saints football. Well, I tell you what, not what the Saints wanted with 2 turnovers to start this game, but to stop West Hancock on that short field, that's going to help the defense feel better about it. Sideline cam here is going to pick up 1st and 10 for the Saints. A handoff, run right up the middle. He's still on his feet. I believe that's Reagan Witt. Sure was. Reagan Witt on the carry. Fights ahead for 3 yards. Just a hard-nosed run there. There wasn't a lot of room, and he found a way to make 3 yards out of not much.
It feels like Coach sees something down the middle, and maybe it's just a matter of just playing the long game, wearing these guys down. But we are hammering down the middle tonight, aren't we, Joe?
Yep, 100%. I think that's exactly what's happening. We've figured out our offensive line can push these guys around. Let's continue to do that. And like I said, it wears on you. It wears on those defenses for those 3-4 yard gains over and over and over again. Connor King gets the handoff there. Not much doing there. Gain of about a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Oh, again, on that play, not much there. Gains 2. Gets 2 out of it. Is making positive yardage out of that.
We got shotgun.
Shotgun here. Jace is in shotgun. 4 receivers. Puts Christian Michaels in motion. Back to pass. Hits Dylan Brum over the middle. Dylan breaks a tackle. And across midfield he goes. Out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Saints from the 42-yard line. What a phenomenal pass play there. That's that flat. Again, I think a lot of what we've showed the last couple of weeks on film leads to that. Where the Saints go, oh, you haven't seen this one yet. And throw that ball over the middle. I don't believe we've seen that pass yet this year. Little fan cam.
Little fan cam going on there tonight.
From the student section. Just what the Saints needed there. So it'll be 1st down there. Jay Sweesow keeps, goes around the end.
That's this year's new threat, Joe.
Yeah,
when we
it's
need
so
yards,
fun.
we've got the speed of a Dylan Brum, we've got the accuracy of and the intelligence. Jay Sweesaw has seen a lot of football in his life.
For sure.
And it's showing, showing this season.
Yep, it pays off there. Makes a really nice pass to Dylan. Dylan's the fastest man alive.
He is
gets to the outside for a big gain for the Saints. On 1st down, Jace keeps around the end, gains 3. 2nd and 7. Reagan Witt, Connor King, and Christian Michaels in the backfield. It goes to Christian. He breaks the tackle. Falls ahead for another gain of about 10 yards. Tell you what, the Saints running game is clicking here early. Pass to run. You run those little short passing plays, and when they work, it opens up that play for you on that straight ahead running. Those 1st down Saints at the 30-yard line.
It's cool to see the little guy keep the feet moving and get that 1st down.
Yeah, pound for pound, he might be as tough as anybody out there. That kid is tough.
He is tough.
And he shows it on a run like that. Jace hands it off to Reagan. First guy through. Again, tough sledding for Reagan, but makes something out of it, gets positive yardage.
quarter, guys.
That'll be the last play of the first quarter. So a mistake-filled quarter for the Saints, but it's 0-0, and the Saints are driving inside the 30-yard line. So although not textbook, I think at this point the Saints will take it.
Yeah, great quarter for the Saints. Considering to get out of that 0-0 with 2 turnovers, let's come back and play ball the second quarter and score a touchdown here and put ahead of these guys. Get ahead of them. We're going to be back right after this.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man, it's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
This live stream brought to you free of charge.
All right, back in Saint Ansgar. The start of the second quarter brings an incomplete pass on second down just over the outstretched arms of Hunter Hillman. So that'll bring up third down and 9 for your Saints at the 29-yard line. The first quarter had 2 turnovers for the Saints, an interception and a fumble, but they bowed their neck on defense and kept it a 0-0 game. I think at this point they've proven they're going to hang, right? This is not going to be last year's game, and I think that's what's important for the Saints at this point. Huge play here, third down and 9. Handoff up the middle. Gain of 4. That was most definitely a this is 4-down territory play call.
Yeah.
Right? Let's get 4 or 5 here.
There it is
make it 4th and manageable. They do exactly that. Reagan Witt gets 4 yards there. Bring up 4th and 5. Let's see what the Saints offense does here. Running or throwing, Mr. Sparrow?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think you got to expect a pass here. We've historically taken advantage of the run defense of the other team to do a pass. Yep. I'm a little torn on this one. There's stuff in the middle.
They are going to Carson Sparrow out in the flat. No. There it is.
There it is.
There it is. They went deep again, went back to that deep play pass.
He calls interference.
Yep, he sure does. That's back to Joe Clevenger. The defender's just heads turn the wrong way, right? And Joe does a great job again of going back through the ball to get that holding or pass interference call. Looks like it'll be just shy of the end zone, but it'll make it a first down Saint Ansgar in the red zone for the first time for the Saints.
And here's that replay on that.
Yep. Again, very clearly a penalty. Kelly doesn't like it, but it's pretty clearly a penalty.
And there it is right there.
And that defender's got to get his head turned around.
He's
and
not playing the ball
go,
at all.
Go play the ball, and that's probably a different call.
Exactly. So we'll take that. You know, we've had more than one instance where a 4th down play that led to a penalty is a pretty good way to get a first down.
It has been. It has worked well for the Saints a couple of times this year. That was a really good play design. Chase under center. We get a whistle early and some flags. Looks like that'll be a false start on your Saints. Sure is. That'll back them up 5. Brings the ball back to the 16-yard line. So it'll be first down from there. I wonder if we'll get the tight ends involved here inside the red zone. See if we see another one of those. Maybe Hunter Hillman on the top of your screen there. This is a run play. Sure enough, hand it off up the middle to Reagan Witt. Tough sledding for Reagan. Not much doing there. Falls ahead for a yard. Wear him down. Keep attacking that middle of that defensive line. I think other than the mistakes and the penalties, the Saints have done what they wanted to do to start this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. It feels like outside of those turnovers, this game is exactly what the Saints wanted
Chase
to be.
back to pass. Goes to Hunter Hillman in the corner of the end zone where it's dropped. Caught out of bounds, perhaps. It's a long ways from our view. We'll look at it on the replay here, but I don't know if he came down with it or not. If he managed to catch it, it was a great catch in the corner of the end zone, but it is ruled incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
I'm not positive that the camera caught that one.
That's all right. That's like I said. Hunter did a good job getting his fingers on it. I'm not sure that he caught it. Either way, he was out of bounds. Hunter's at the top of the screen again. Tyke Remster at the bottom of the screen. Back to pass. Looking for Tyke. Comeback route. Just overthrown.
We're going to go back to that last play with Hunter Hillman. Now, we don't have an opportunity to zoom in, but we can certainly take a look at that play a little slower.
Great job getting his hands on it. I think he did catch it just out of bounds. In fact, he did catch it. I know he caught it. Hands on it, just out of bounds.
You boys see me up there?
He's up.
You're really quiet, Travis, but now I can hear you. Go ahead.
I think they're going to go for a field goal.
Okay. So we called timeout there. Travis spies a field goal kicker.
A field
coming
goal.
onto the field.
Wait a minute now.
That's what they send the team out before that timeout is who they send out.
Interesting. So it looked like we were going to kick a field goal. They called timeout. Maybe they're going to talk about that a second. Or perhaps just get everybody's nerves calmed down, get everybody set. It's the first half timeout.
Because that
good time to use one.
That ball is on the 15-yard line. So let's do the math. That's 15 plus 10 plus what, 7 or 8?
8 or 9, depending on how you set it up. Yeah, so it's a 34, 33, 34, 35-yard field goal. Looks like it is the field goal team taking the field. So Connor King on to attempt what will be a 31-yard field goal. Spot's good. Kick is up, and it is good.
Wow,
got all of that one. Needed every bit of it. Gets over that front crossbar right down the middle. The Saints lead 3-0. So the Saints strike first. Find a way to score some points. If you had a Saints field goal as the first score on your bingo card, Travis, you are the winner tonight.
And that is something that nobody had on their card. So the odds.
We don't believe you if you try to claim.
Wow, what a great drive. Way to end it with points. Hey, we're going to come back right after this message from our sponsors. Joe, that was your ad. I apologize. We're going to stop a little early here. We got fans going crazy. Let's see if we can get a fan cam here real quick before the kick. We're about to kick. There it is.
Fan cam? We lost fan cam.
You know what? I think that hung up on us, but that's all right. We'll go to game cam here. We'll go back to the
Connor
game.
King's going to kick it off. Back to receive is Kellen Smith and Jackson Peterson, I believe, on the top of your screen. Good kick from Connor. Bounces at about the 25-yard line. That's a live ball. Kellen Smith does jump on it. And he's brought down right there at the 21-yard line, where West Hancock will have it 1st and 10. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. So the Saints lead 3-0.
That is not a score that I thought I would ever hear.
A few offensive stats from that first quarter. No yards passing for West Hancock, and they had 22 yards on the ground. So the Saints defense did a really nice job in that first quarter. Let's see if they can keep it going here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Mitchell Smith keeps. Rolls ahead for 4-yard gain. That's a little bit of our own medicine there. Spread us out and keep the ball. Run it up the middle there. That's what that was.
Wrong clip on that one. Let's run that again. We'll come back to that last one.
Sounds good. Back to live here. Mitchell Smith in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Tries the other side this time. Falls ahead for a gain of 3 again. That'll make it 3rd down and a short 3. Maybe even 3rd and 2. So West Hancock has changed it up here. Gone to that shotgun formation. Trying to spread the Saints out, open up a little running room inside, which they have done for Mitchell Smith. That'll bring up 3rd down. Same formation, 2 tight ends this side. Put a man in motion. Going to keep. Mitchell Smith goes up the middle. Not going to get there.
Nobody was fooled on that.
Nobody was fooled on that one. The Saints sniffed that one out. I think the first guy there might be Carson Sparrow again. He saw that one coming. Flies in, makes the tackle. Well done on 4th down. I think if you're West Hancock, you have to punt here again. I know it's 4th and short, and you've got this powerful offense, but you got to punt it away here, and that's what they're going to do.
With the way the Saints' offense has been performing outside those turnovers, that's so dangerous.
Yep, for sure. Good punt. Takes Tyke back. Ball bounces out of bounds at the 32 or 33-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Saints.
1st and 10 Saints. We're going to take a quick, short break here. We'll be right back after this.
This live stream brought to you free of charge, thanks to generous donations from the Food Center, Gorders Repair, Saint Ansgar Automotive, Home Sweet Home.
Saint Ansgar, where the Saints have it 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jace hands it off. Back up the middle we go again. I just think we're going to run that play, trying to establish that early run dominance, and we've had it. See what we continue to see. So again, Reagan Witt gains a yard there. I think it's 2nd down and 9. West Hancock's done a good job of keying on Reagan and shutting that play down the last 3 or 4 times we've run it. Jace under center. Puts Connor King in motion. Going to hand it to Reagan.
Right up the gut.
Right up the gut again for 2.5 yards. Maybe 3. Where it'll be 3rd down and 6. The Saints are committed to that inside run, creating a little misdirection, trying to spread guys out, but they are committed to running that ball up the middle tonight. Traditional smash mouth Saints football.
It really is. It's everything you'd expect from Saints football with the added threat of a potential pass on any given play.
You bet. Number 10, Tyke Remster, your near side of the screen. Looks like we got Hunter Hillman and Dylan Brum at the top of the screen. West Hancock brings some pressure. Jace keeps. Falls ahead for a gain of 5. Where it'll be 4th down and 1. Big decision time for the Saints coaches.
There's that replay
closer
again.
than it looks from up here, but it is 4th down.
I think we're going for it.
So 4th and 1. Let's see what the Saints drag out of the playbook here. I believe they'll go for it.
Very few negative plays for the Saints so far. So let's count on another positive play here.
New formation, a little motion here to try to mix things up. Just trying to get them to jump. Looked like that was a let's line up, create a little motion in the backfield, and see if we can't get the defense to jump off sides. They did not, and the Saints call timeout. So they'll talk it over here on the sideline. crucial point in this first half with the Saints leading 3-0, 4th down and 1.
Look at some highlights here from earlier in the game.
That's probably the play of the game offensively to this point. Tyson Klein across the flat there made a nice reception on a key 3rd down play. That was a 3rd and 4 play where traditionally the Saints are going to run that ball.
Just run it.
And this year we've got that wrinkle. Jace has kept the ball a couple of times tonight and turned it upfield for 4 or 5 yards. I think that will continue to be key. I think we'll see one of those turn into a big play.
I expect to see one of those turn into a big play. And by the way, as we approach halftime in this game, we're 6 minutes and 29 minutes away from that. Stay tuned. We're getting another piece of Not Your Average Joe's trivia coming up, and we've added a little extra element. We're going to add a prize.
A prize.
So
exciting.
So
that's breaking news even for me. So the Saints are going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Jace hands it off up the middle. No, he keeps. Goes around the end. He fooled me. Hopefully you guys at home there saw that. He had me fooled. I think either one gets the first down, by the way. That handoff to Reagan would have, but instead Jace keeps it, rumbles around the end for a gain of 6. First down, Saints. Huge play in this first half with the Saints leading 3-0, driving across midfield. It's a key possession for Saint Ansgar. Let's get points on the board here going into half, burn a lot of that clock. Chase back to pass. Throws it up to Dylan Brum.
Wow.
It's a little underthrown. It looks like Zool did a really nice job defensively, come knock that ball down before Dylan could get his hands on it at the 35-yard line. I know that's an incomplete pass, but the threat of that, again, opens up that defense a little bit. They can't stack 11 guys in the box to stop that run.
They covered that well.
They did.
I think that's maybe the interesting piece here is that to throw that pass, that very well could have been another turnover.
Yep.
Again, we're lucky to be here, 2nd and 10. But that was kind of my fear going into that one, and I'm not sure I caught all that in the camera as it was happening. Definitely a dangerous play offensively for the Saints, but also dangerously as far as putting themselves in position to get another turnover. I don't want to see that. I really don't want to see that.
Can't afford any more mistakes if you're the Saints offense. Christian Michaels on the carry. Gain of 2. Bring up 3rd down and 7 or 8. So the play call here is going to get us 4 or 5. That's obviously a first down's great, but I believe you're going to see something designed to get that 4th and manageable. Sure enough.
Great call, coach.
Run to Reagan Witt over that left side. Gains 4, makes 4th down and 3. Mitchell Smith in on the tackle. He said we'd say his name a lot tonight on offense and on defense, and that has been the case. He's been in on a bunch of tackles early in this game.
Brum back in with the play.
All right, key 4th down here.
Key 4th down here. 4th down and 3. Jace back to pass. Throws it up to Hunter Hillman, who makes the grab and falls ahead for the first down. First down, Saints at the 35-yard line of the Eagles. Huge play for Saint Ansgar early in this game. This game has gone really quickly.
There's that
There's
replay
only
again.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this half. Key play there. Throw it only where Hunter can catch it.
Yeah.
6'6", Hunter Hillman goes up and gets it and gets a first down. First down and 10 for the Saints from the 35-yard line. Chase puts Michaels in motion, hands it off to Reagan Witt. Again, plows ahead for 5 yards on first down to make it 2nd down and 5. The offensive line is doing a great job tonight, making holes again, making those seams, and hard-nosed running out of Reagan Witt. He comes in leading the Saints in rushing with about 100 yards. And he's added to that total considerably in the first half. There's that Hillman catch. Yeah, that's just a thing of beauty. And then to have the wherewithal to go fall ahead, get that extra yard that he needed, where he got it, I'm not sure was a first down, but to go get it, to end that play is key. Chase, quick pass out to Dylan Brum. Well defended. Yep, well defended.
Well defended, but a great play from the Saints.
Yep, I like to see that quick pass, that quick out pattern. Brady Bixel in on the tackle, makes a good play for West Hancock to limit him to a gain of a yard or two. So 3rd down and 3 for your Saints. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Hunter Hillman and Dylan Brum at the top, and Dylan Brum at the top of your screen. Carson Sparrow and Christian Michaels at the bottom. Connor King in the backfield. Believe Jace kept it there. Goes around the end. We do have a flag on the play, and I do not like where that flag is thrown.
No.
I'm afraid we're getting an offensive holding on the Saints. But we'll see what the guy in the white hat has to tell us. Would have been a first down for Saint Ansgar. Long discussion here. Face mask on the defense.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that's a little different than I had thought in
goodness.
my head. We will take it. So that is definitely a first down. We tack on the penalty yardage. First down, Saint Ansgar at the 28-yard line.
Here's that play again.
That Jace kept it around the end. 18-yard line, correction. First down from the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone again for the Saints, their second trip. Ended with a field goal the first time. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half, and a half that, outside of turnovers, has been dominated by your Saint Ansgar Saints.
It really has. It really has.
It's,
I mean, what's the number of first downs that we've had so
Yeah,
far? You're gonna have some.
I'll have stats at halftime. We'll get you caught up there. Jace back to pass. Deep in the corner of the end zone for Dylan Brum. It is caught, but he's out of bounds. Out of bounds. He caught the ball. I thought he had a foot down. The line judge disagreed.
And
out of bounds.
The camera missed that. So,
Travis, what'd you see down there?
What's up?
What'd you see down there?
Oh, he was out.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good call. He had a chance. Well thrown ball again. And good hands by Dylan to bring it in just out of bounds. So it'll be second down from the 18-yard line. Connor King, Christian Michaels in the backfield. Handoff goes to Christian. He finds a seam. Up the middle. 5. Touchdown, Saints! Christian Michaels up the middle for an 18-yard gain and a Saints touchdown.
beautifully designed, beautifully executed. That just looked like plain old regular Saints football, like just pound it.
Yeah,
pound
absolutely. But again, throwing the ball opens that up, and Christian finds the seam, and he's not going to miss that seam, and you're not going to catch him when he finds it. 9-0 Saints. Connor King on to kick the extra point. Reagan went to snap. Jace sweeps out a hold. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-0 Saints. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After an 18-yard touchdown run by Christian Michaels.
We're going to go back to that touchdown run here, Joe.
Let's see what we can see out of the offensive line here. Those guys do not get enough credit for the work that they do up front. Obviously, Christian does the heavy hauling, but look at the hole he's got to run through. Look at that right there. Chase Nedved, 65 Dylan Hansen, right? And 64. Who is 64? Because he did that's Matthew Easley, right? Making that hole. Connor King opens it up a little more, going through, trying to find somebody to block, right? Connor doesn't have anybody to block. And Christian Michaels does the rest.
Once again, do not blow the air horn.
Ooh, we have some controversy here in St. Ansgar.
We do have some controversy.
As we were watching the replay, apparently we have someone with an air horn. So that's not allowed in high school sports, so they'll put an end to that. All right, so the Saints lead 10-0, 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in a first half that has been an up-and-down half for the Saints. Has had a little bit of everything, but certainly looks good on the scoreboard.
It sure does. And the reminder, this is a team that has outscored their opponent in the first 2 games of this year 100 to 6.
To 6, correct. And the Saints have dominated this football game. Now, let's end this first half clean here. Connor King, kick it off. Short kick, fielded by one of the up men. Brought back to about the 35-yard line where he's brought down.
Hey,
Reagan Witt, Christian Michelson on the tackle. Tyke Remster there as well. Travis, go ahead.
Should we try to get an interview at the halftime?
You got some questions lined up?
Let's
Give it a
do
whirl
it.
if you want.
Let's do it.
I'll see if I can grab Clev on his way back to the locker room.
That'd be great. So it's 1st and 10 West Hancock from the 35-yard line. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the first half. Saints need to be smart here. Be careful here. They're going to run out of that shotgun formation, try to spread us out. Mitchell Smith keeps, nothing doing. Nowhere to go. 6 Saints in the backfield, led by Reagan Witt, Connor King, Christian Michaels. If I sound like a broken record, I apologize. But those are the guys that have been doing the job tonight up front on both sides of the ball.
They really have. They really have. And here we are approaching the half with two turnovers against us and a 10-0 lead.
Mitchell Smith back to pass. Chased.
A lot of pressure.
And throws it away. Has no choice but to throw it away. Did have a receiver in the area. Connor King all over him in the backfield. Had no choice but just to drop back and just get rid of it. Just chuck it up. West Hancock's on their heels a bit right now,
They really
Coach Sparrow. They are reeling. They didn't expect this first half to go this way. And they've got some work to do here at halftime. But the Saints have to survive here the next minute 43. 3rd down and 10. This is an explosive offense.
Well,
Score at any time, so they cannot take a play off here. Smith back to pass again. Hunter Hillman in the backfield. A little screen pass dropped. I think we're going to get a holding call. It's an incomplete pass anyway, so I believe the Saints will decline it.
Tell you what, boys, the state sideline's really fired up right now.
And it is a hold against the West Hancock Eagles. The Saints do decline that penalty. It'll be 4th and 10, where West Hancock will punt it away. So let's get a good return here. And go put some more points on the board before half. West Hancock gets the ball to start the second half. Dylan Brum, Tyke Remster back to receive for your Saints. Bukema on to punt. Looks like West Hancock's going to call a timeout here. Talk this one over.
All right, while we do that, we got some comments to catch up on here. Thank you, Jared Meyer. And Isabella, future Saint, says, "Go Saints." I love it.
Isabella's very
hey, and I apologize
introspective
about that
tonight.
scoreboard. That was my bad. I lost it in one of those camera transitions. We got it back, but thank you very much, Mr. Schwartz. Brad Mulford, super fan.
Brad Mulford, super fan, who we figured out really is Grandma Mulford, right? Not Brad.
Well, sometimes it's Brad, sometimes it's Grandma. It's hard to know.
It's hard to know, Brad. You have to let us know if you're being impersonated tonight or if that is you.
And again, I got another comment on the scoreboard. Again, that's my bad. It's pretty exciting up here, but we're trying to get a lot done with just a few hands, and I appreciate your bearing with us. Right now, the scoreboard is up. It's 1 minute and 39 seconds to go here in the first half. Saints up 10-0 over the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Yeah, what a great start for Saint Ansgar. And they can add to it here. 1:39. All starts with a decent return. Tyke Remster is now the lone return man. The Saints saw something there. Fair catch called for at about the 25-yard line. So the Saints will have it there with 1:32 to go in the first half, leading 10-0. I expect we'll see a couple of conservative play calls here early in this drive. Hang on to that football.
Yeah, I think.
See what happens. We can break one early, then maybe you change. But I expect to see a couple of Reagan Witt runs here early in this drive.
Yeah, if something busts through the middle, great.
Yeah.
If not, just don't turn it over. You said it early. Take care of the ball.
Take care of the football. Chase puts Christian Michaels in motion, hands it off to Reagan Witt, who does just that. Gains 6 yards on first down. The clock will run, and St. Ansgar looks content at this point to go to the half with a 10-0 lead. Running the play in here, Tyke Remster, so it'll be under a minute to go by the time to get this play off. Probably need a big play here to keep the offense grinding forward. Otherwise, I think we'll see us just go to half. Handoff up the middle again. First down running.
First down.
First down running for Reagan Witt, who has been the workhorse tonight. Interesting. We'll get those first half stats to you here at halftime, but it's going to be interesting to see his number. He has carried the rock a bunch this evening. So that's a first down, Saints. 37-yard line, under 40 seconds to go in the first half. West Hancock is ready to go to halftime. I think this half could not have gone worse for them. They are happy to get to halftime and go talk about this thing. Saints keep it conservative. Jace keeps around the end for a gain of 4. I believe that'll be the last play of the half. Mitchell Smith in on the tackle.
Try to grab.
All right, we're going to go to Travis' sideline cam here. He's going to try and
that'll
grab
be the
Coach
end of the first half.
Clevenger.
Saints lead 10-0. Down to sideline cam and Travis. Saints sideline is jacked up this evening. They are thrilled with the way this game has started.
Hey, Clev, you got a sec? So up 10-0, you dominated ball possession. This is exactly how you wanted to start the game, wasn't it?
2 turnovers in the first half. Otherwise, we might be a little bit more. But yeah, awfully impressed with how the kids are playing hard. West Hancock's tough physical team. Right now, we're able to match them punch for punch.
What do you got to clean up for the second half?
Take care of the ball, turnovers. We're down 2-0 in turnovers and keep battling on the line of scrimmage.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thanks, Travis, for getting that. Thanks, Coach Clevenger, for taking a couple of minutes to talk to us there. I think he nailed the summary of that first half, right? Awfully impressed with the way the kids have played. To be up 10-0 at half, got to clean up those turnovers, right? We cannot continue to turn the ball over. Hudson Sparrow on the Saints fan cam. You're headed to halftime.
Oh, guys, we got the Hall of Fame thing next, right?
Yes, there is the Hall of Fame presentation tonight. At midfield here. They're going to start that. So we'll stay here for that. Let's stay here, and we'll give that presentation tonight.
I like that very much.
If you couldn't tell, that was a little programming on the run, we call that, where I ask Sparrow a question that I don't know the answer to.
Well, I think it was a suggestion and a good one at that. We've got Superintendent Mike Crozier here standing behind us. He's smiling, so I don't think we're in trouble yet. Oh, thank you. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. We got sideline cams up.
We're going to mute our mics and put you over to the PA announcer so you can hear the presentation this evening.
Numerous and or significant St. Ansgar School records in sport or any major athletic honors. And voted on by the Booster Club for induction. We'd like to take a moment to recognize any past inductees. Please stand at this time and be recognized. Tonight we are pleased to induct 3 new inductees into the Hall of Fame. Our first inductee is being inducted to the community member of the Hall of Fame. Our first inductee to the Hall of Fame 3 is Dwayne Rusty. Rusty graduated from St. Ansgar High School in 1974 and was a first sport athlete for football. High school graduation. After high school, he went on to continue football. Russ was on the Booster Club board for 8 to 10 years, with the last several serving as board president. He helped coordinate the youth basketball tournaments for approximately 5 years, which included 4th through 6th grade boys, 5th through 8th grade girls, 7th through 9th grade boys. He has coached over 500 youth basketball, baseball, and basketball games. Junior high track. Years doing his first junior high basketball game for Saint Ansgar in 1976. Besides basketball, he also as a softball. We're pretty sure both 4 games at Saint Ansgar with also hit and more than Rusty. Round of applause for our first inductee in 2023 Hall of Fame, Rusty. The second inductee, the 2023 Hall of Fame class is Summer Miller. Summer high school career, basketball, track. She broke school record 400 dash, 400 hurdle, high jump. She still holds the high school record at 5 foot. She was part of the 1998 basketball state qualifying team. Earned her way to the state track meet her junior year, running in the 400, running the 400 incidentally. Year, she earned All-State honorable mention and was All-State second team. Summer grew up in Grafton with siblings Josh and Corey, and Kent and Janice. She attended Iowa State University, loved volleyball for the cycle. After college, Summer coached in high school girls athletics, softball assistant for 2 years, volleyball assistant coach for 2 years, and track assistant for 2 years. In St. Ansgar with her husband Lindsay and their husband Ava. Some more instruction love being part of the community and cheering on the Saints. Let's give a round of applause for our second inductee to the 2023 Hall of Fame. Record holding 4x1. He has numerous school records for rushing yards in the season. Rushing yards he still holds this season. After high school, Tony attended Morningside University, where he was a 3-year starter on the football team and helped the team to 4 consecutive conference championship and playoff appearances. After graduating in 2016, he began his career at Hormel Foods in Austin, Minnesota, where he continued to work as a business intelligence analyst for the IT department. In 2020, Tony moved to Kansas City and currently lives in Olathe, Kansas with his wife Lauren and their daughter Claire, who was born in July. He is also an adjunct professor at Johnson County Community College in Overland Park, Kansas, within the Computer Science Department, teaching Intro to Statistical Programming. Please give a round of applause for our final inductee into the 2023 Hall of Fame class, Tony Heimer. Ladies and gentlemen, one final round of applause for the 2023 Hall of Fame class. Once a Saint, always a Saint.
Well, I think Glenn said it perfectly there. Once a Saint, always a Saint. Congratulations, Rusty, Summer, and Tony. Great to see those folks back on the field. All 3 of them have made their own special impact on Saints athletics, and great to see them inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight. Well, welcome back to St. Ansgar. We got about 7.5 minutes to go here in half. The Saints lead 10-0 despite 2 turnovers.
2 turnovers, 10-0 lead. Not exactly how you would have scripted it.
Not how you drew it up. I think maybe one of my keys to the game was to hang on to the football. Turns out that wasn't necessarily as important as we thought. The Saints dodged a bullet there, definitely. But some of that, you got to tip your hat to the Saints. That Saints defense stepped up big when they were called upon with that short field. And the game's been all Saints since that moment. When they got that 4th down stop with the ball about the 30-yard line, in that first quarter, after that second turnover, it has been all Saints. They have absolutely dominated this game since that point. Statistically, to prove that, West Hancock has 32 yards of rushing, 0 yards of passing, for a total of 32 yards of offense in the first half. That does not happen to this offensive juggernaut.
Didn't have that on my bingo card.
No. So, obviously West Hancock is going to make some adjustments. They're going to clean some of that up. It will be a different game in the second half, and the Saints understand that. And trust me, the coaching staff's over there talking about that right now. That, hey, this game's not over. We're not going to sleep. We're not resting on anything. 10 points, as Osage proved to start the second half of that game 3 weeks ago. 10 points evaporates very, very quickly against potent offenses.
And a team that can score has scored 50 points a game on average coming into this game. Yeah, you got to be ready. We got to be ready as Saints.
Yep, and I'm sure they will be. Let's go through a few stats for the Saints. 128 yards rushing for your Saint Ansgar Saints, 51 yards passing for a total of 179 yards of offense in half number one. Offensively, you can't draw it up better than that. That is what if the coaches had been able to pick a number, they'd have come really close to that number. 10 points and 180 yards in the first half. Yeah, they would have accepted that. A few highlights there. Obviously, Jace with 51 yards passing. Dylan Brum back on the board, 2 catches, 30 yards receiving. Tyson Klein's got 14 yards receiving, and Hunter Hillman with 1 catch for 7 yards, but it was a big one.
Yes, it was.
That was a conversion to keep that touchdown drive alive. Rushing-wise, Jace has 31 yards, has done a nice job 7 times carrying the ball tonight, getting the ball around the outside and hanging on to that thing. Has done a really nice job running the ball tonight. Connor King, 4 carries for 18 yards. Christian Michaels, 3 carries, 30 yards, an 18-yard touchdown run included in that 30 yards of rushing. Reagan Witt has been the bulk of the ball carrier here tonight. He has been the guy who they've repeatedly turned around and said, Reagan, go get us 3 yards. And he's done that over and over and over again. In fact, statistically, he's gotten 3.5. So don't sell him short. 3.5 yards a carry, 14 attempts, 49 yards. That's St. Ansgar football.
And that's a guy that's going to wear you out. Reagan Witt is just that solid frame, straight running. He's not going to juke you. He's going to run right through you. And I have to believe that's going to pay dividends here in the second half.
No doubt.
Hold on. We got Duke Scoop back at us here. Go ahead, Duke.
Can you hear me now?
You know what? Here, do this.
I was just going to say, you talked about Reagan Witt being a guy who wears you out. And this first half, I mean, obviously you're happy to be up 10-0. You're happy to have, what do you say, 32 yards, Joe?
Yeah.
That West Hancock's had so far. But the big thing for me is West Hancock is a team just like us. They like to grind you to the ground.
Yep.
And we've been the team doing the grinding in the first half.
We have out-physicaled them in the first half.
And I don't know if we have time of possession stats on there, but if
we
did, I think it would be lopsided because I felt like, despite the 2 turnovers we had, and can you imagine if we didn't have those 2 turnovers?
Right. Right. I thought that was Coach Clevenger pointed that out with you at the half there. Of course, coaches always want more, right? We're always looking for the next thing, but that's he's spot on with that analysis of 10-0 and feel really good about it. It would be a whole different game without those 2 turnovers.
Definitely.
So great start for the Saints. Great first half. They're making adjustments over there right now, I'm sure. And West Hancock will come out hungry in the second half. They aren't going to take that first half sitting down. They will be ready to play in the second half, and your Saints have to be as well. Let's give a quick shout-out to those big guys up front who we don't talk enough about. Jacob Eberling, Chase Nedved, Dylan Hansen, Matthew Easley, and Braden Halverson on the offensive line have made big holes tonight repeatedly, have out-physicaled their defensive line, and that was the difference in that first half with our running game. Defensively, Connor King, Matthew Easley, Chase Nedved, and Hunter Hillman across that defensive line in the front of that defensive line. Again, they've been in the backfield all night. Connor King has spent more time in the backfield than their running backs have. He has just been a menace off of that defensive end spot. And, again, West Hancock's going to do something about that in the second half. They're drawing up something over there right now to try to prevent him from running loose in that backfield here in the second half. So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make here. We got time for a commercial break, Mr. Sparrow?
We need to do a commercial break. Our sponsors cover us here, but here's a scoop. Hey, before we go to commercial, we're going to do something fun, okay? We did a trivia last week. Not Your Average Joe's Trivia. We're going to do Not Your Average Joe's Trivia this week. But here, before we go to break here, and we've got We got to get back to the main camera here. And why don't we have that clock up there? I got to get that fixed. I'm not sure what happened. Got about 2 minutes left. We're going to go to a quick break. But before we do that, one question. Not Your Average Joe's trivia question is not on my, hold on, I got to get that. I got to,
the suspense.
There it is. Not Your Average Joe's trivia question. So, Joe's trivia question of the week prior to last week. So last week, Hunter Hillman got 100 yards receiving. Who was the last Saint to eclipse a 100-yard mark receiving in a game? Here's a scoop. We're giving away a free candle.
A free candle.
But it's going to be a random giveaway. So you got to comment and answer on this. We're going to put the right answers in a random drawing for a free candle, and it's double bonus if you are here at the game commenting and answering. I got 2 candles in the booth.
2 candles.
You come up to the window,
double
you're
winner.
Get 2 candles instantly. Otherwise, it's 1 candle that we're giving away tomorrow at the outlet. The Milkhouse outlet sale is tomorrow here in Saint Ansgar. So prior to last week, who was the last Saint to eclipse a 100-yard mark receiving in a single game? Put your answer in the comments. We're going to randomly select a winner, and we're going to be back here with second half of the game in about 1 minute. We'll see you then.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadversation.
This live stream brought to you free of charge thanks to generous donations from the Food Center, Gorders Repair, Saint Ansgar Automotive, Home Sweet Home.
Welcome back to St. Ansgar, where the Saints lead 10-0 at halftime over the West Hancock Eagles. 2 minutes to go here before we kick off the second half. West Hancock will receive. The Saints look to continue that defensive dominance they established in the first half. It was interesting there in the whole second quarter. West Hancock went away from that wing T offense, and what limited time they were on the field, they were running out of that shotgun spread offense. So it'll be interesting to see which one they start with here in the second half. Kind of expected that. That seems to be their MO. If they can't get the inside running game going with the wing T, they switch to the shotgun spread. And we'll see what happens second half.
Take a real quick moment here, Joe, to thank Farmer State Bank and Grain Millers. These 2 organizations put their powers together, and they made sure that the students of the Saint Ansgar School District could get into these games for free. And that's a really awesome. Big deal. So thank you, Farmer State Bank. Thank you, Grain Millers, for supporting our students and making Saint Ansgar a great place to live, work, and play.
Yep, that's fantastic. And support our sponsors, folks. We really appreciate that. That's a big thing in our community, I think, as everybody gives back. And if you can support those sponsors, please do it.
Tomorrow's Fall Fest, Saturday, September 9th, right here in Saint Ansgar. It's a big deal. There's a lot going on. Vendors, sales, Milk House candles. Be here. It's happening tomorrow in Saint Ansgar, including the Milk House outlet sale. This hasn't happened for a couple of years. It's a really big deal, folks, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I might be wrong on those hours. There it is, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Right here at Milk House Candles. If you don't know where it is, look it up. It's worth it. It's going to be fantastic.
All right.
So here, one more thing. One more thing. I made a promise here. This little guy, Candle Garden, he's a 14-year-old local kid making candles. His goal is to put Milk House out of business. He's going to be on Main Street tomorrow selling candles. His name is Hudson Sparrow. Captain Hudson Sparrow? No, Candle Hudson Sparrow.
Candle Hudson Sparrow.
But we're going to be back.
Starts at 9 a.m. That's on Main Street for Candle Garden, right?
That is on Main Street.
All right. Go support a local student, 14-year-old working hard to make that happen. So, Connor King on to kick off the second half.
Okay. Yep. Thanks, man.
Well, not a great start for the Saints to the second half. Looks like we were off sides on the kickoff. Got a flag on that side. I believe that'll push us back 5 yards.
It's funny how fast it gets dark during halftime. It got dark enough in here that hopefully, Joe, I can see my buttons.
Yep, procedure call on the Saints. That'll move it back 5 yards. So we'll re-kick after a 5-yard walk-off. Kellen Smith back to receive. I can't tell if that's 1 or 7 at the top of the screen, but I believe it's Jackson Peterson. Connor's been kicking the ball high and a little shorter this week. I don't know if that's intentional or trying to keep it out of their hands back there, perhaps. Yeah,
definitely helped on the field goal, and then he kicks it a little lower this time.
Oh, it's Peterson on the return. Brings it back up the middle. He gets across midfield before he's tackled by Connor King. So that's the start West Hancock was looking for. That may be the spark that they needed. Peterson does a nice job of getting the ball across midfield. Saints defense with that short field again. Look to bow their necks here and get a nice fast start to the second half. But West Hancock did what they needed, got the ball across midfield where it'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock from the 46-yard line. Back to the wing tee. Smith hands it off. It's about 4 yards there. That's Zool on first down, the 4-yard carry. Makes it 2nd and 6. So back to that running game. Trying to slow down the defensive ends for the Saints perhaps here. There it is again. Side run does a nice job. Gain of 10, 15 almost on 2nd down. So we knew West Hancock would come out firing, and they have done just that. Saints defense looks to get organized here. They're running out of that quick set. Mitchell Smith hands it off up the middle. Gain of 3 on the play. That's Zool again on the carry. Reagan Whitten on the tackle. West Hancock has started fast here in the second half. Some of those adjustments that we talked about, they have definitely made.
They have definitely made the adjustments.
Like I said, they abandoned that shotgun formation and have gone back. Here's Zool again. The Saints sniff that one out. Stop him for no gain. Gang of Saints in on the tackle there. Like parts of that interior defensive line were the first there. So 3rd down and 7 here as we start the second half in Saint Ansgar. Look for some misdirection here. There it is. Mitchell's got the ball. Smith around the end. 10-5, touchdown Eagles. That's a play you could see coming. Like I said, that misdirection. A wee bit on the inside handoff there, and he kept it around the end for a 25-yard touchdown run for West Hancock. So just like that, it's 10-6 Saints. West Hancock made those adjustments at the second half, came out to start that second half really quickly. The Saints on their heels a bit here. Big play coming. Points are going to be at a premium here. So they're going to kick the PAT, try to make it a 3-point game. Smith on to kick. Kick is up, and it is good. So West Hancock comes out fast, scores a touchdown to start the second half. It's 10-7 Saints, 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. There's a replay of that. That run really untouched around the end. He's quick. He gets around the outside, and he's very, very hard to catch. And if you can get it back to the beginning there on that replay, you can really see how that misdirection caught us.
Yeah, it's exactly
we had
what they
everybody
wanted to do.
going left, and he was going right. So here we go. The Saints offense has got to respond here. If nothing else, need a long, sustained drive here. Points would be great, obviously, but at this point, they need to hang on to the football for a while.
They really need to hang on to the football. We can't let this momentum turn into a turnover and more points for the visiting team.
So I'm sure that'll be a focus here got to go back to what we do well offensively. They will keep their foot on the gas. Momentum is a crazy thing in this football game, I tell you what. And we have felt it shift in the last 2 minutes of football.
Yeah, we really have. I have a feeling the Saints are not going to just stick with the same old plan, too, and let them defensively figure out what we did.
I have a feeling you are correct. It starts here. Tyke Remster with the return.
Tyke,
breaks a tackle, gets it outside, breaks another tackle up across the 30-yard line to the 32 where the Saints will have it 1st and 10.
Great job, Tyke Remster, on that one. Really taking a look at the who did he fake to hand it to on that?
Dylan Brum, I believe, was the other deep guy out there to return the kick.
That's the replay of that one right there. Great job faking as if he had handed it off to him. I think it got him a couple extra yards on that.
Connor King, Christian Michaels in the backfield. Jace under center, Jace Weiss under center. Takes the snap, hands it to Christian, who runs it up the middle for a gain of 2. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for your Saints.
Got the wrong replay on that one. We're going to get that last one again.
Good tackle there by Zool. Same formation. We've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Chase back to pass. Throws it deep. We do have a flag on the play. The pass is incomplete, intended for Dylan Brum. Do have a flag on this side of the field. Let's see what we get here. Big call coming. We're going to get a defensive hold, perhaps. A lot of discussion here. It is holding on the defense.
Wow.
So that's why Dylan was nowhere near that ball, as he got held up by the cornerback here on this side.
How's a? Going to see the replay on that again.
Excuse me. This is not a spot penalty. That is a 10-yard walk-off. It'll be 1st down, Saints at the 44-yard line. So that'll work. Another 1st down by penalty for your Saints. That's the 2nd one of those tonight. They got a little bit too much of Dylan Brum as he went past.
Well, and if he's going to catch that ball for a touchdown, I suppose for them it's not a bad penalty. But
Reagan Witt. Wow. Reagan Witt stops for nothing in the backfield, keeps the legs going, and gains a simple 9 yards on the play. Just unbelievably tough running for Reagan. I mean, I wonder if 74 didn't think he had the ball. Like, he stopped tackling him, and Reagan kept his feet moving and just said, "Thank you very much."
I know I was fooled on who had the ball on that one.
yeah, I was too. So Reagan makes the most out of it, gains 9. 2nd down and 1. Handoff. No, Jace keeps it. Goes around the end.
Fights for extra yards.
Yep, fights for 4 yards. We do have a flag down. What's that? Either that holding or that face mask again. Let's see which one they call.
Here's that play.
Holding on your Saints.
So depending on, let's see if you can spot it here where that holding might have happened. Oh, I see. Looks like a little bit of
pretty good acting job by Kelly.
Number 36 out there. So come on. What do you throw the flag?
He's not even playing the game. He's busy trying to get a penalty called, but does a pretty good job of getting it drawn. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for your Saints. Instead of 2nd and 1, 2nd and almost 11 now. So that backs the Saints up. Reagan Witt in the backfield. 4 receiver set. Connor King in motion. The handoff will go to him. Defensive end did a nice job staying home there for the tackle. Gain of 2. 3rd down and 8 for your Saints. David Smith in on the tackle. He's played really well out there from that defensive end spot, number 57 for the Eagles. So Reagan Witt comes out of the game. Tyke Remster brings the play call in. Break out one of those passing plays here. What do you think?
I feel like it's a good time for it. You gotta. I mean, you're almost at midfield, but you definitely need to shorten that up.
Yep. Chase back to pass. Throws it deep to Dylan Brum. It's picked off by Kellen Smith, his second interception of the night. He returns it to the 50, 40, where he's forced out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So the third turnover for the Saints tonight. Again, that ball's just a little underthrown. They're ready for it. Looking for it. And Kellen Smith gets his second interception of the night. West Hancock will have it. First down and 10 from the Saints' 39-yard line. 3 turnovers tonight for the Saints. Going to be something they're going to have to clean up. They'll take a hard look at on Monday. But a lot of football here left to be played. Inside handoff goes to Zool. No gain on the play. Tackled by Christian Michaels and Reagan Witt. Reagan Witt has been all over the field tonight, as has Christian Michaels. Both played really well defensively. So 2nd and 10. Mitchell Smith keeps again, goes around the end. Brings it out to the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Good blocking there again. David Smith out front, number 57, throwing a block for him. So it'll be 3rd and 5 in what is very likely 4-down territory here for the West Hancock Eagles. They look committed to that run game here in the second half. Smith back to pass. He's got a receiver open. Tyke Remster makes the play. Comes back for the ball, makes a really good play. Pass was intended for number 31. It's Bukema. Defended really nicely by Tyke Remster. So 4th and 5. And again, you probably knew that was 4-down territory anyway, so they take a shot there on 3rd down. We'll take 4th and 5 over 4th and 1 if you're a Saints fan.
You got it, or a touchdown in that case. Tyke
For
Remster
sure.
Brilliantly defended. He's playing the ball the whole time.
Yep. Turn around, knock that ball down. Mitchell Smith under center. Watch for this misdirection play again. Back to pass. Ball's caught, but well short of the first down. So the Saints turn it over on downs. Or turn over West Hancock on downs. It'll be Saints ball, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Let's see what we see on the replay there. Just a really good catch by Kellen Smith, but obviously had to go to the ground to catch it. In high school football, you are down when that knee hits the ground. So that was the end of that play. These Saints did a pretty nice job of getting pressure. Connor King and Hunter Hillman both there. Yeah, that ball is complete. We were going to need a nice tackle out of Tyke or Joe Clevenger to stop that.
Absolutely.
Handoff goes up the middle again. Reagan Witt. Gain of 5 on 1st down. Got to stay away from turnovers and penalties, Coach Sparrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're driving everybody crazy on the sideline. I know the coaches are doing a little extra pacing here. Have a nice, long, sustained drive for points here, and everybody will feel a whole lot better. And that's a great start with a gain of 4.5 on 1st down. Reagan Witt again. He's got to be close to 20 carries on the night.
Yeah, he's just a workhorse tonight.
Here he gets the ball again. Gains 2 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and a long 4. So key 3rd down play early in the second half right here. Saints need a 1st down. Nothing else, give a couple of guys a break. They've kind of captured that momentum back, or at least neutralized it.
Yeah, I feel like we neutralized it. A first down here would go a long way.
Yeah. Jace keeps
it.
breaks a tackle, fights forward right at the first down marker. I believe he's going to be about a foot short. But what a great second effort by Jace to even make it close. It will be 4th down and less than a yard.
And here's a replay on that one so you can get a little closer.
So you can see, Jace goes around the right end here. And Mitchell Smith, again, does a great job of meeting him behind the line of scrimmage. But Jace says, I can get out of that thing. Falls forward. Great spot by the officials. If we look at the replay there, great spot by the officials. That's exactly where he was. Timeout Saints. We're going to talk this one over.
Looks like we lost the scoreboard again. Sorry, folks out there. We're going to get that back up here.
10-7 Saints, 4:20 to go in the third quarter.
That's probably don't want that much.
How about
Hold on. What we got here?
We got bottom corner now. Maybe it'll stay there if we put it there.
Well, this shouldn't be bottom corner. We don't like it bottom corner. We'll use this time. Let's be good. Good timing.
We'll use this opportunity to get the scoreboard back up there for you.
We got to do one of these and add one of these. There it is. Okay.
Biggest play of the season to date. There'll be bigger ones here in a few minutes, but 4th down, less than a yard to go for the Saints. They lead 10-7, 4:20 to go in the third quarter.
I really don't know why we're losing our scoreboard. That camera.
We got a camera
should
issue.
Be connected, but it keeps dropping out. So we'll do our best here to keep this thing up here for you. But
keep reminding us in the chat because it is falling out for some reason.
Oh, you know what? I may have been on the wrong clip. So my apologies on that one.
Looks like she's back now.
I think we're
just
back.
In time for the biggest play of the game.
4th down. What are you calling here, Coach?
QB sneak.
I don't think there's any question about it. Defensively, I'm sure they expect the same.
Oh.
We'll get in nice and tight on this.
Need a good push here from the offensive line. QB sneak.
There it is.
And you get the good push. Gains 2 yards on the play. It'll be 1st down Saints, just shy of midfield. Big play there. Great job from the offensive line. Just get those wheels a moving. Push the pile forward for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 Saints. Nearing midfield, 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Reagan Witt, Connor King in the backfield, goes to Reagan Witt. Gain of 3 on the play. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Reagan Witt has carried the ball a bunch tonight, has been the workhorse.
This is that 1st down again. Take another look at that one.
Watch the offensive line. Just bang. Push that thing. Got 4 or 5 guys laying 3 yards down the field. They're going to like watching that film on Saturday, tomorrow morning. They're going to like that play. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 7. Jace keeps. Goes around the end. Good pursuit by the West Hancock defense to limit him to a 4-yard game. 3-yard game, looks like. So that'll be 3rd and 4. Maybe 3rd and 5 even for the Saints. Really good pursuit by the Eagles defense there. You can see just how they're moving to the ball, pursuing really, really well on the back side. So Jace under center. Hands it off that time. Up the middle. Second effort.
Who was that, Joe? Who was it?
That is Connor King, who gains 3 on the play.
A hard-fought 3.
A hard-fought 3. A second effort 3.
Go back to that.
To make it 4th down and 1.5, let's call it. What are we going to do here? Looks like we're changing out the formation, maybe bringing in the punt team.
4th and 1.5 here at the 45-yard line.
Saints are going to line up to punt. Jace, we saw the quarterback is in the backfield, but they are going to punt it away. They were not set, so we're going to get to punt that one again. as we have a flag on the play in the backfield. Multiple flags on the field. I believe that one will be on your Saints. It would be a free first down if it is on West Hancock. It is not. Illegal shift on the Saints. That'll back them up 5 yards, and we'll punt again.
Well, it makes the decision to punt a whole lot easier with 4 and 6.5 versus 4th and 1.5.
Yep, for sure. And the way your defense played on that last drive and played the whole first half, I like the call here. Let's make them go the full length of the field. This isn't Coach Clevenger's first rodeo. He's been down this road.
Yeah, trust your defense.
Trust your defense.
Your defense performed really well the first half. Kind of got caught in the heels a little bit here the third quarter. That's okay. We're going to go back and do our thing. We're going to hold these guys.
We got a wacky formation here. Are we going to fake it? We sure are. Jay Schwiesau back to pass. He's got Hunter Hillman wide open. Flag on the play.
Wow.
I think we're getting another pass interference call on the West Hancock Eagles, which will give the Saints a huge first down.
A massive first down on a 4th and doesn't matter when it's on a penalty like that.
Exactly right.
Now, I wish I would have been a little closer on that shot. We're going to see if we can get that.
A beautifully thrown ball to Hunter Hillman. I think if the defender doesn't get there early, he makes the catch. He just does such a great job of going up and catching those 50-50 balls where
he really does.
Only he can catch it. He's up high. We get a flag from both the back judge and the side judge there. Clearly there early.
Hillman has been a specimen this year. The third game in. I mean, the hands are great. The kid can jump. He's a tall, athletic kid, making a huge difference in these games.
Yeah, so fun to see. He's really kind of come into his own here his senior year. Been a lot of fun to watch. So long discussion here by the guys in stripes.
Are they going the wrong way with
some
that?
Question of how we're going to walk this thing off, maybe? There we go. Now we're headed the correct direction.
I didn't like the direction they're going.
It is just a 15-yard penalty, not a spot penalty in high school football. But it'll be first down Saints from the 35-yard line. The third Saints first down by penalty this evening.
Elijah Saltero, I agree. I like that play. Set up a penalty to make them think you're punting. That is, like you said, a coach who is not, this is not his first rodeo.
Correct.
But, of course, you might assume that, well, he's going to do the safe thing in that case. But he has a lot of faith in his offense at this point.
Yep. Hand up to Christian Michaels, who battles for 5 yards. He, again, was hit after a gain of 1 or 2. Fights through that tackle and gains almost 5. So, brilliant play call by Coach Clevenger and the staff there. That when we started moving that formation around, I had a feeling maybe we were going to see something fun coming.
And
sure enough, we got it. They work on those things in practice. It pays off here tonight. Christian Michaels, Connor King, Reagan Witt in the backfield. Schwiesau under center. Hands it off to Reagan Witt. Tough sledding for Reagan up the middle. Gain of a yard. That should be the last play of the third quarter. I believe the Saints will be happy to let the clock expire. They can do that based on the play clock time. Saints lead 10-7. The end of the third quarter was a wild third quarter with another Saints turnover, a big return by the West Hancock Eagles to start the half, and then a big play from Mitchell Smith for a touchdown to make it 10-7 Saints. So the Saints will start the fourth quarter with the ball, driving in West Hancock territory. At the end of 3, it's Saints 10, West Hancock 7.
Consumer loans for real estate, automobiles, RVs, and dreams. Whether you are buying your first home, taking a dream vacation, or paying for life's little extras, we have a loan that will fit your needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank. Local since 1891.
Whether you're hosting a dinner party or having an intimate conversation with loved ones over coffee, custom cabinets from Minnis Woodworking will create a warm atmosphere for all to enjoy. With their timeless style and superior craftsmanship, Minnis cabinets are designed to last generations while providing an aesthetically pleasing backdrop for your most treasured memories. Let Minnis Woodworking make your kitchen a place where life's moments are celebrated with style and grace. Minnis Woodworking for life.
Omnitel Communications, delivering high-speed fiber optic broadband and rock-solid managed Wi-Fi for our users to work, study, and play, investing in the latest fiber technology, high-speed infrastructure to rural communities and beyond. We're building stronger connected communities and enhancing the lives of those who live there. Owned and operated in your neighborhoods with decades.
Back in St. Ansgar, 3rd and 5 for the Saints in what is 4-down territory. Schwiesow hands it off to Connor King, who plows ahead for 6 yards and a Saints first down. Great, tough, hard-nosed running, gets 7 on the play. The offensive line, again, is making nice holes. Connor sees it, runs right through it, runs right past Mitchell Smith for the first down. That Saints run game has been impressive tonight, and they've done just enough through the air to keep them off balance and keep that running game going.
And I think that's the key, right? When you've got the passing game, they have to respect it.
Yep.
And then those runs just become more effective. This is a very good team, defensively, offensively.
For sure, for sure.
And outside of a few turnovers, we seem to be having our way.
Yep, yep. Got to clean up the turnovers, but otherwise it's been a great night for the Saints. Gain of 1 for Connor King on first down, makes it 2nd and 9. Saints would be happy to eat 3 or 4 minutes of this clock and score a touchdown here. Be just what the doctor ordered. Reagan Witt, Connor King, Christian Michaels in the backfield. Schwiesow under center. He takes the snap, hands it to Reagan Witt. Witt charges ahead for a hard-fought 5 yards again. How many times have I said that tonight? The kid's he's been a machine tonight, just a beast. Keeps those legs running. There's a kid lives in the weight room, lifts at home, then comes to school and lifts, and goes home and lifts again, I think. And it pays off nights like tonight. That hard work pays off, and, man, it's fun to see. 3rd down and a long 4 for the Saints. Ball on the 17-yard line. Going to spread them out with 4 wide receivers here. And hand it off to Reagan. Yet again, gains 3 more. Going to bring up 4th and 1. Clearly 4-down territory here, unless we're going to attempt another field goal. The Saints did kick a field goal if you're just joining us in the first half.
Wait, who kicked the field goal?
Connor King for your St. Ansgar Saints. So 4th and a long 1, maybe even 2. The next biggest play of the game, it would be this one. Saints are going for it. Hard count, hand off to Connor King. And he gets the Saints first down. Gain of 2, maybe 2.5.
Man,
gets exactly what they need.
And I wasn't sure about that one, but the fans, I was listening to the fans out here. They're giving me a pretty good indication.
Yeah, our angle's not great up here, so it's we rely on the fans' roar to help us understand those. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The Saints can get a first down inside the 1-yard line, it looks like.
We got Hudson Sparrow waiting in the waiting room here when the fan can.
Oh.
So
he's anticipating something good happening here.
He does anticipate something good.
I believe Jace has the ball.
On that one.
Carries around the end, gains 3. West Hancock's done a really good job, their defensive end, staying home on those plays to keep Jace in check tonight. He's got 40 yards of rushing. But they have limited that play. That's the big play danger right there. If you're crashing inside to stop that dive play and the QB keeps it, we've seen those turn into 60 and 70-yard touchdown plays repeatedly. And the West Hancock's done a nice job of stopping that tonight. Back to the wishbone. Schwiesow back to pass to Carson Sparrow in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Just a bit overthrown. Peterson making sure he didn't get called for the pass interference on that one. Had his hands up the whole time. The ball was just a touch overthrown. Bring up 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8 here for your Saints. Tyke Remsters out wide. Jay Schwiesau keeps. Breaks a tackle attempt by his own guy and charges ahead for a gain of 6 or 7 yards on the play.
A really nice gain on that.
Yeah. But it will be 3rd and 4. They can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. 4th and 4 here. Kicking another field goal, Coach, or are we going for it?
Well, field goal's not enough.
Yep, I agree.
I think you got to go for it.
Salt, yep, exactly. I think you got to keep your foot on the gas here. That's exactly what they're going to do. Saints are going for it. 4th and 4 from the 5-yard line.
They're looking for an offsides here. 4th and 4, is that what you said?
4th and 4. We're going to get a timeout, St. Ansgar. That is their second timeout of the second half, so they only have one left. Key play here. Coach Clevenger says, let's talk about it.
We're going to go to the guest or the fan cam here real quick. We've got Hudson Sparrow on the fan cam. We are
It's construction theme night here in St. Ansgar at the student section. They have been loud and raucous tonight. I tell you what, I don't know who's leading this student section this year, but I like it. The volleyball games, the football games, we've had nice big crowds, lots of kids being really loud. It's fun to see everybody involved in Saints athletics.
I have not seen energy like this from the student section in a very, very long time. I'm not sure if ever. I agree with you. I don't know who's leading it, but this is awesome. There's a theme every night.
Yep, it just doesn't matter if it's football or volleyball. They've done it every home game, every night. Man, it's fun. I think they're doing it at away games. I think last week at North Union, Union, they had a theme of some sort. So that's great.
That's a lot of fun. All right, let me get this camera back to the field on this one. Which I always got to reset after the fan cam. Get that scoreboard back up.
Here we go. 7:33 to go in the game. 4th down and 4 for the Saints from the Eagles' 5-yard line.
And I think the decision, I don't, the red zone cam, they're going to be ready here on the red zone. If something great happens here, we got the students.
Out of the shotgun, we're going to spread them out again. Connor King in the backfield with Schwiesau. He takes the snap, looks to pass, thrown up, and caught! Touchdown, Saints! Carson Sparrow on the 5-yard touchdown reception. We do have a flag after the play. I believe that's going to be an after-the-play penalty. And the touchdown will stand. Great throw by Jay Schwiesau to Carson Sparrow for the touchdown.
There's a replay on that play right there. Nope, I got to get the
Looks like we're going to get offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties
after the touchdown.
After the touchdown. Correct. So the touchdown is good. It is 16-7 Saints. Connor King on to kick the extra point. Jace is your holder. Reagan Witt is your snapper.
What a great play call there. Sparrow was wide open.
Good snap, good hold. And the kick is good. That'll make it 17-7 Saints after a fantastic play call by your coaching staff and a great throw by Jay Schwiesau to Carson Sparrow. Again, a pass that only he can catch.
There's that play right there.
He can use his body to shield the defender, right? Easy pitch and catch when it's drawn up like that.
It really is. And they haven't gone to Sparrow all night. And honestly, they really haven't gone to Sparrow too much all season.
All season,
so
yep.
They're preparing for this game. They're probably not thinking about number 8 out there, but guess what?
Yep. You know, we haven't really thrown the ball to the flats, to the inside at all, all season. And your guy has to wonder if that's intentional tonight, that we are. Yep. We set up the film to show everything outside, and tonight we've gone across the middle into those flats 3 or 4 times for big plays. None bigger than that one. Touchdown Saints, 17-7, 7:30 to go in the game. Your number 5 St. Ansgar Saints lead the number 1 West Hancock Eagles in a pivotal District 2 matchup early in this season.
We're up. We're up.
Fan cam.
Okay, we're kicking off. So we got to. Hold on. Got to get off the fan cam.
I don't think we're on fan cam, are we?
In trouble.
We lost our scoreboard again, too.
I got it. I think I do.
All right, so the Saints, Connor King on to kick it off. Jackson Peterson and Kellen Smith back to receive for West Hancock. Had a couple of nice returns tonight. That sparked their last touchdown drive, or their only touchdown drive was that really nice return by Kellen Smith. You kick it to Peterson, who fumbles it, picks it up at the 40.
Oh, wow.
He's quick, but he is down at the 45-yard line. So, short kick, decent return by Peterson, brings it back to the 44-yard line. He slipped down there. It'll be 1st and 10, West Hancock at the 44-yard line. 7 minutes, 23 seconds to go. You can't help but think if the Saint Ansgar defense can get a stop here, that puts them well on their way to where they want to go. Key drive for both teams here. West Hancock looks like they're going to keep it on the ground. They do. Kellen Smith around the end for a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Kellen Smith is the ball carrier. Tackle made by Connor.
Nice play by West Hancock there. I didn't see who was in on the tackle. Looks like maybe Connor King was the first one there. Ball nearly at midfield already. Fumbled snap. The ball is on the ground, and the Saints have it. The Saints have it. It'll be 1st and 10 Saints in West Hancock territory. A great time for a big play. Smith just fumbled the snap. The Saints jump on it. 1st down, Saint Ansgar. What a massive play in this game. You know, the Saints have given the ball away 3 times tonight. They needed that one. They needed to get one back, and they did. Fan cam.
There's the fan cam.
I love it. So the Saints student section is fired up. The Saints sideline is fired up. Long sustained drive here. Put this thing away. Witt, King, and Michaels in the backfield. The handoff goes to Michaels. Finds a seam. Gain of 8 on 1st down. Exactly how that drive needed to start. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Saints after an 8-yard carry by Christian Michaels.
Tackle made by Ray Gerlach. Gain of 8 on the play to 2nd and 2.
So 2nd down play here for your Saints. 2nd and 2, the playbook's wide open here. 10-point lead, 6 minutes to go in the game. Schwiesow hands it off to Michaels again, who finds that same seam.
Wow.
Running between Hansen and Halverson on this side of the line. I think we had a tight end down on that side as well. Just absolutely making holes. And Christian takes advantage of it, carries the ball ahead to the 31-yard line. Running game domination
really
for your Saint Ansgar Saints.
Which running back is going to get the ball? You know, who's going to
exactly.
You just don't know, and it could be Jay Schwiesow if none of them.
Yep, and this is where all those tough runs in the 1st and 2nd quarter pay off, is right here, where we're just going to keep doing it. Keep handing that ball off and getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. Wow. And going to just make it really tough for that West Hancock defense. Saint Ansgar football at its finest in the 4th quarter.
This is what we expect.
What a game this has been. The Saints with the opportunity to put this one away. I'll say it. On this drive, they can do that. 2nd down and 6. I'm not a coach or player, so I can say that, right?
Absolutely. It's much easier from up here.
2nd down and 6. Schwiesow hands it off. No, he keeps it again. I tell you what, he's done a good job of fooling me tonight, if nothing else.
He's done a great job.
Gain of 4 for Schwiesow. We'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
It's kind of sneaky. I'm trying to follow the guy on my camera here. But
yeah. He made me believe for a second they fumbled it. In fact, I was starting to wonder when he started stutter stepping if he was going to go dive on a football. So glad to see he still had it. Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd down and 2. Clearly 4-down territory now. So
no question about it.
Yep. I have a feeling you might see a running play here. I'm going to go out on a limb. Here.
You don't think we risk throwing it?
I don't think so. Reagan Witt with the ball. Carries forward right at the 1st down marker. And he gets it. 1st down, Saints. Big 1st down for the Saints. They're now inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in this football game. Saints lead 17-7.
If the Saints do what the Saints do and just outside of some interesting plays tonight, turnover-wise, take care of the ball.
Yep.
Keep that thing grounded and keep that clock grinding. We're going to be in great shape here.
Yep. No doubt. Again, kudos to that offensive line. That blocking up front has been phenomenal tonight. Ball on the ground.
Cannot do that.
Picked up by Jay Suisau. I believe he gets it back. That is true. It will be 2nd down and 10 for the Saints. The Suisau falls on the fumble.
That fumble right there.
Just a little miscommunication there with the handoff. Oh, boy.
Great heads-up play by Jace to realize what happened, when it happened, and
yep, no doubt.
Get his hands on that ball.
So we got timeout on the field.
Fumble on the play recovered by the Saints. Timeout at Hancock.
All right, we'll take a quick fan cam shot again here if we're still out there. There we go. We're coming at them. Fan cam.
We got the construction cone. The whole deal.
I love it. Love the energy of these guys. I somehow see Max Beelan kind of front and center on these fan cams about every time.
We got Tyler Girk behind him. I love it.
Oh, we got some fanatic eyeballs.
I see Caleb Levan out there. Hudson Sparrow.
Oh,
thanks for being here, man.
Had to hang up on those guys and get back to the game here. Sorry,
Back to the game we go. That was a timeout for West Hancock. So Saints have 1 timeout remaining. West Hancock has 2. Obviously, key drive for West Hancock. So they called timeout there, giving guys a breather. You know, we talked about not being able to put 11 guys in the box. Well, they're back to it there. They're really stuffing the box full defensively, banking on us running. So we come out with 4 wide receivers here. Let's see if we do something different. Jace puts Michaels in motion. Pitch to him. He's caught in the backfield by Mitchell Smith.
They're not fooled by that one, are they?
They were not fooled by that one. No, sir.
Christian Michaels on the carry.
Looks like so we got an injured Saint on the play.
Kelly on the tackle.
Christian Michaels.
Like Michaels.
Yep, comes up a little gimpy.
Injury timeout.
So we're going to help him off the field here. Hopefully that's just something minor for Christian. He's obviously got a big brace on that same knee.
Hey, we'll take a moment here to talk about if your business is interested in getting some free press on Saints TV. We're offering free press, which is a link in the description. If you're a Mitchell County business serving residents of Saint Ansgar, we're glad you're here. We want to give you a free press here on Saints TV in the description. We're getting more and more fans watching this all the time. 347 at the moment here, Coach. So scan that link. Get your phone out, scan that link. Get us some information so we can get you listed absolutely free of charge. Of course, if you want some additional opportunities to get your business featured, there are those too, but no pressure. Get on the free one. You got nothing to lose. And if you're sitting at home watching this game and you appreciate being able to sit home and watching this game, obviously we'd love for you to be here in the stands, but for those who are unable to be cheering from the stands, there's Saints TV, Coach.
Absolutely.
And feel free to donate. We'd love, the Booster Club would love some extra proceeds. It's expensive to run these athletic programs, buy the uniforms, feed these kids, bus these kids. Feel free to scan that code and donate to our local Booster Club. Thanks, everyone, for your support.
Back to the action here. Saints 3rd and 10. Chase back to pass to Joe Clevenger, just off his hands. It was tipped, really well defended tipped by number 36, Creighton Kelly for West Hancock. It still ended up on Joe Clevenger's fingertips, but he couldn't bring it in. That'll make it 4th down and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Saints.
I was so not expecting a pass that I actually missed that with the camera. So
no,
sorry
it was,
to those of you
you
out
didn't.
there.
Yeah, it was late. It was tipped by the West Hancock defender off of Joe's fingers. It would have been a completed pass for a first down, I believe, without that. So good play by West Hancock. So it brings up 4th and 10. West Hancock has used 2 of their timeouts to preserve the clock. Of course, that incomplete pass stops the clock. 13-12 to go in the game. 10-point lead for your Saints. 4 wide receivers. Connor King in the backfield. Jace back to pass. Looking for Sparrow. Just overthrown, and it is intercepted.
Wow.
It is intercepted.
That is a negative yardage play.
That is. We do have a flag in the backfield as well, so we got lots of things going on. The ball was intercepted at about the 6-yard line, 7-yard line, but we have a flag on the play. Let's see what that is. We got roughing the passer on West Hancock. That'll be a 15-yard walk-off and an automatic Saints first down.
Wow.
That should do it.
I don't know what to say about that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to try and find that.
I was watching the pass as well, so I did not see the contact in the backfield. Obviously, the referee did. To call it in that position, it must have been fairly severe.
And we're going to see if we can spot it.
See if we can see it here on replay.
But I might not have the camera. Oh, no, that's not the
That's,
right
yep,
clip.
that's the pitch before.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to fast forward that a little bit. Let me know if we get to the action here, Coach, while I try and
the
pull
ball's
that
on the
one up.
20-yard line, so I believe this will be a half the distance penalty here. Let's see, they're discussing the same thing. the referees are discussing the same thing. But they go ahead and walk it off. And they walk off half the distance to the goal, where it will be first down Saints from the 10-yard line. Correction. Not enough for a first down. It is 4th. Well, unless we just haven't changed the... I believe that's an automatic first down, is it not? Yeah, that's an automatic first down. So it'll be 1st and goal Saints from the 10-yard line.
I think we've got the play here. And Jace will probably be out of the screen by the time. Yep, so he's not in the play anymore.
Yeah.
First down Saints.
All right.
10-yard line.
First down Saints from the 10-yard line. Consult this game away here. West Hancock only has 1 timeout remaining. Jace hands it off to Connor King, who runs ahead for a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain on first down. Big play for the Saints on first down there to make it 2nd down and not quite goal. They can get a first down, according to the sticks, inside the 1-yard line. So 2nd down and 3 from the 4-yard line. 2:48 to go in the game. Saints looking to put this one away late in the 4th quarter.
Well, the 2-score lead. Just take care of the ball.
Yep, take care of the football here.
More important than the score.
Reagan Witt with the carry. Falls ahead for a yard. Clock continues to run. West Hancock's going to save that last timeout, so it'll be under 2 minutes to play when the Saints snap the ball here on 3rd down and 2. Again, they can get a first down at about the 1, maybe the half-yard line. Tell you what, the Saints hang on and win this game. That fake punt is going to be a big deal. Going to be something to look back at for a long time. Jay Suisau under center. Hands it to Connor King, who charges into the end zone for a touchdown, Saints. Connor King with a 4-yard touchdown run. And your Saints are going to win this game.
They are going to win this game. I had a good feeling all day, and I feel even better now.
Absolutely. The Saint Ansgar Saints have absolutely dominated this football game on both sides of the ball, with the exception of one short drive for the West Hancock Eagles. The Saint Ansgar Saints go up 23-7. Connor King on to kick the extra point to make it 24-7 Saints with 1:44 to go in the game. Kick is up, and it is good. 24-7 Saints. 1:44 to go in this game. We'll be right back.
Wow. We're going to be right back after this message from the sponsors who are kind enough to sponsor us.
Omnicell Communications, delivering high-speed fiber optic broadband and rock-solid managed Wi-Fi for our users to work, study, and play, investing in the latest fiber technology, high-speed infrastructure to rural communities and beyond. We're building stronger connected communities and enhancing the lives of those who live there. Owned and operated in your neighborhoods with decades of experience. We are committed to meeting the needs of today and far beyond tomorrow.
Welcome back to St. Ansgar, where your Saints lead. West Hancock 24-7, 1:44 to go in the game. Huge touchdown run by Connor King. We got the fan cam in the student section. They're going wild.
They're going wild.
They've calmed down from their going wild, but they'll be back at it here again.
We'll be back. We'll keep them on. We'll keep them on.
Connor King's going to kick off. Saints with the 17-point lead over number 1 West Hancock. 1:44 to go in the game.
I think we're hearing the fan cam there. If you heard all the thumping.
Connor with a little squib kick.
Not going to take any
It is
chances on that.
fielded by the up man on a knee. Brody Bixel downs the ball at the 29-yard line, where West Hancock will have it first down and 10. So obviously got to limit the big play here. That's what the Saints defense is going to look to do. Control the line of scrimmage. You can give up a 7 or 8 or 9 yard play here. Won't hurt a thing. You can't give up the 50 or 60 yard play.
And that's what we got to be ready for, right? I mean, there's
exactly.
really no question. It takes a miracle at this point, and they're looking for one, and they're a good team looking for one.
Yep. 4-man front for the Saints. Back to that shotgun formation. They're going to spread us out. Christian Michaels with the pressure forces Smith to throw it early. No chance at a completion there. So they'll bring up second down.
We'll go back to that kickoff on this one here, Joe. Oops, we're not going to go back to the kickoff on that.
You hear the STA student section shouting it out, letting them hear it tonight. Mitchell Smith in the shotgun, back to that spread formation. Spread offense, back to pass. The route is undercut and nearly picked off by Christian Michaels. Great defense by Christian Michaels to knock that ball away. Be third down and 10. Just nothing doing for the West Hancock offense tonight. Outside of that one drive, they have had no luck running or throwing the ball. I'm not sure they've completed a pass tonight.
Now, that's a stat I hadn't thought of, but
We'll get you stats here after the game, and I'll get you caught up on that for sure. But through 3 quarters, they had not, and I don't recall a fourth quarter pass completion either. So your Saints lead by 17, third down and 10. Smith's going to keep it, run around the end. Reagan Witt in pursuit. Reagan Witt and Christian Michaels. Who else? Who else?
That's a pretty good summary.
Reagan Witt and Christian Michaels tackle him in the backfield. No gain. Brings up fourth down and 10. And most importantly, the clock continues to run.
Yeah, it from a perspective of disruption, we just feel like we've been so disruptive tonight.
100%. Great defensive game plan for your Saints.
To this formerly
Smith completes it for a first down. Across midfield to the 40-yard line. That's Peterson on the reception. The clock will run when they get the ball set for play here. 53 seconds to go. Clock starts. That play called. Quick snap. Playing prevent defense here. Oh, the ball is tipped and nearly intercepted.
Jay Sweesaw nearly got a hand on that one.
Yes, he did. So that pass falls harmlessly to the turf. Second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. 44 seconds to go in the game. Great defensive game plan out of the Saint Ansgar coaches tonight. Just hats off to the coaches and their staff and the players tonight. A complete game on both sides of the ball. See if they can finish it out here. Smith back to pass. It's caught by Smith. He breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, but he's brought down at the 22-yard line. 35 seconds to go. 1st and 10 Eagles from the 22. We have a timeout, so they do call their last timeout. West Hancock takes a timeout. That'll be their last. 35 seconds to go.
We're going to take this moment to take a quick break here, Joe. A quick word from our sponsors. I don't know why I can't get that button to go. We're going to make that button.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadversation.
Welcome back to the Broadversation here on
It's a
Saints
broadversation,
TV.
not a broadcast.
I love it. I love it. Just a couple
Take
of
it from
guys
the
who
hot
enjoy
dog.
watching football talking while we watch.
That's right. Take it from the hot dog.
First down,
It's a
West Hancock.
broadversation.
We're going to pass it again. Tipped by Carson Sparrow, I believe. Breaks up what was a touchdown pass.
Wow.
Carson Sparrow with a great play.
That boy Carson Sparrow.
That was going to be a touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Really well thrown ball by Mitchell Smith. Carson Sparrow says, I got that one. So good to see him mostly healthy and back on the field.
Yeah, it's been a long road for Carson, but he's been doing really well. And takes his recovery from his arm injury very seriously. So
He's played great defensively tonight. Made a couple huge plays. Second down. Saints bring a little pressure, get to him, breaks a tackle, and falls ahead to the 12-yard line where the clock will run. They're unable to stop it, so they got to go quick here, and they do. They down it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ball on the 15-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 2. 14 seconds to go in the game. Saints lead by 17. Now it's a pride thing for both teams, right? And this is what high school football is about. Both these teams have fought their tails off tonight in a hard-fought game. Both of them want to go out on a positive note. 14 seconds to go. Smith back to pass. Has a man in the corner of the end zone, but it's overthrown. We do have a flag on the play. Dylan Brum on the coverage. Believe we're going to get one of those pass interference or holdings going the other direction this time.
Well, that's not the win we were looking for when you talk about ending on a high note.
Well, the Saints penalty is not what they had drawn up. That is for sure. But no major harm, no major foul. 7 seconds to go. The Saints are going to win this game on the strength of a defense that has played its butt off tonight collectively.
Wow.
Phenomenal job.
You're right about that. I mean, this is a defensive game tonight for the Saints, wasn't it?
Yep, absolutely. We'll talk about that in the postgame, but with -2 in the turnover department, that is a touchdown, West Hancock. In the corner of the end zone with 3 seconds to go, they get their touchdown to make it 24-13.
And I'm sure Coach does not like to see that.
Yep, no, they do not. But it'll be too little too late for West Hancock, as your Saints are going to hang on and win this football game.
That's I haven't seen a touchdown that quiet here from the fans side.
That's a
very good sign for us, right?
That is correct. And then, like I said, hats off to West Hancock. They have, played a great game. Obviously, they bested us the last 2 years pretty handily last year. Really, dominated the Saints last year. And credit where credit's due here that both teams have come in tonight and really battled really well in a great high school football game. They're going for 2, and they get it. There is a flag again
There's a flag.
on the play. I'm not sure if we're going to get another defensive or offensive there. See who was pushing. Obviously, if it's defensive, they'll decline it. It is against the Saints. It will be declined. 2-point conversion is good to make it 24-15 Saints. 3.6 seconds to go in this game.
Do a quick shout out to those from West Hancock who made the trip to Saint Ansgar tonight. I see you in the fans in the seats over there across. Thanks for making the trip.
Yep, great fan base. They always travel well.
They do travel well.
Smart football fans, smart football community. Big win tonight for your Saint Ansgar Saints. Always good to get a quality win over a quality opponent early in the season.
It really is.
A statement game for the Saints.
And I think you mentioned it earlier. You really didn't know after 2 games the opponents, the quality of the opponents that we played. I think we were tested more than they were.
100%.
And there's no way they overlooked this game. There's no way. But they really hadn't been tested to this point.
Yep, exactly. You know, and St. Ansgar's tough, gritty win over Osage. I think that pays dividends this week.
Absolutely.
And that North Union team that we beat fairly handily last week, I don't think it's a bad football team at all.
Didn't seem bad.
And I think that, you know, having those 2 games to prep you for this one, the timing was right for the Saints, and they make the most of it tonight. Come out and execute their game plan, make West Hancock play our brand of football. Really fun to see. So we're going to get an onside kick attempt here. The 9-point lead. Jay Suisau recovers the onside kick at the 50-yard line. The Saints offense will go out, take a knee, and this thing will be over. So we get one final victory formation play from the Saints. Hang around post-game. We'll have some stats for you right after the game. We'll talk through some of the highlights of what was a dominant performance by your St. Ansgar Saints tonight. Jay Suisau takes the snap, takes the knee, and the St. Ansgar Saints defeat the West Hancock Eagles. 24-15 is your final. Number 1 West Hancock goes down to your number 5 St. Ansgar Saints.
Chaos in the stands.
There will be a new number 1 next week, and I have a vote for who that should be. The coaches won't like that either.
No. Nobody wants that target.
Nobody wants that target.
Nobody wants that target.
But I'll tell you what, the Saints have come out and earned it this first 3 weeks of this football season. Great high school football game, great effort from both teams. It looked really well played, clean, I think, on both sides in terms of injuries. That's always fun to see, always good to see in a high school football game. 2 teams that respect the heck out of each other.
Yeah.
And a great high school football game. So the Saints take the series lead now 7-2 and break the 2-game win streak by West Hancock. They had won the previous 2 meetings after Saints ripped off the first 6. So good to get back in the win column. West Hancock's got some special guys. We talked about that explosive offense for the Saints to limit that tonight. Hats off to the Saints defense. They played a tremendous football game tonight and held that explosive offense in check, with the exception of a couple drives. One where we were playing prevent defense, just trying not to allow the big play, and obviously kind of caught us on our heels to start the second half. But other than that, the Saints defense showed up tonight, and the offense did just enough. Right, despite 3 turnovers, they ran the ball at will on a great West Hancock defense, and that was the difference in the game.
Do you know what it reminds me of a little bit, Joe? And you may remember this. The last time we played a number 1 ranked team was during our baseball season in Mason City, and really the games themselves were very, very similar. We played Saints baseball in that case. We played Saints football tonight. We didn't let baseball runners getting on base mess with our minds in the baseball game, and tonight we didn't let turnovers get to us.
Yep.
And it comes down to some key plays, some very key, very brave plays by the coaching staff.
Yep.
To not punt on a 4th and how many? And
it was 4th and 7? This game turned on that play call. That's the coach looking at his guys and saying, hey, we've practiced this. We've worked on this. Let's go win this game right here, right now. And that's exactly what they did. They just put it in the kids' hands and said, go execute.
They really did.
And, obviously he got the penalty call there to get the first down. But if he doesn't get interfered with, he makes the catch. I'll make that argument.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
I think that's, that's a hats off to Hunter Hillman and Jay Sweesow and a great play there. And hats off to the coaches for trusting the kids to make that play call and say, let's go win this thing. You want to? Sure.
Yeah.
Just an absolutely dominating performance by the Saints and fun to watch. I'm going to get some stats going here. You want to take a quick break? We'll get some stats going and come back and regale you with the tale of the tape.
I love it. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Are you a farmer or an agricultural producer looking for comprehensive risk management? Look no further than Beeland Ag Risk Services. Our experienced team of professionals understands the challenges facing the farming industry and can help you navigate the complex world of crop insurance. With our personalized approach, we can help you find coverage that meets your unique needs and budget. At Beeland Ag Risk Services, we know that unpredictable weather and other factors can impact your crops and livelihood. That's why we offer a range of policies, including revenue protection, yield protection, and more, to help ensure that you're protected when the unexpected happens. So whether you're a small family farm or a large agribusiness, trust Beeland Ag Risk Services to help you protect your crops and your future. Contact us today to learn more. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north-central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
All right, Candle Genius here with Not Your Average Joe. We're going to break down some stats, but before we do that, we had a trivia question, and I'm going to bring that trivia question up here real quick. The trivia question for tonight was, prior to last week, Hunter Hillman last week, 100 yards receiving. Prior to last week, who was the last Saint to eclipse the 100-yard mark receiving in a single game, Joe?
Yeah, it was a trick question because it was just 2 weeks ago. Dylan Brum is the correct answer with 133 yards in week 1 against Osage. So some of you have short-term memory loss.
Or, you know what, maybe, I'm not even sure, but we didn't get a single right answer. I wanted to give these candles away. I was not able to give these candles away.
Maybe we'll give double prizes next week.
Tomorrow, Candle Garden on Main Street is going to be selling candles. Their hope is to put out his hope. It's Hudson Sparrow's 14-year-old on the street selling his own candles. Pretty good stuff, I got to admit. They're pretty good. His goal is to put these guys, Milk House Candles, out of business.
I love it.
But there's a lot of cool things going on in Saint Ansgar tomorrow at Fall Fest, so I just want to remind you real quick. Now, let's get to the stats.
All right.
Not Your Average Joe.
Here we go. So first off, I want to point out, I get my hands on the coach's scouting report every week. And the bottom line of this week's report was, hey, you seniors, you have 6 guaranteed football games left, right? 6. And that's something I can tell you we talked to the baseball team about too, right? That this is going to go fast.
Oh, my.
And I think the coaches did a great job of, hey, leave your mark on this program, seniors, and you're running out of time to do that. Tonight, they did that. They left their mark forever on this program with a lot of season left to go. But, man, the first 3 weeks, you couldn't have scripted any better. Let's talk through some stats now. Let's start with positive. The Saints had 224 yards rushing on the ground tonight. 224 yards of rushing, 58 carries for 224 yards. That's, I'm not great at math, but something like 4 yards a carry.
Wow.
That is against this defense. That's really impressive, and something that I think the Saints are going to hang their hat on here. 55 yards of passing as well for the Saints. On the other side of the ball, West Hancock just 54 yards passing, all of them on the last drive. All 54 of those yards on that last drive.
We said that there wasn't any passing, and you were right about that.
That's correct. Yep, all of their completions were on that last drive, and we were playing prevent defense, and they came at us, and to their credit, scored a touchdown there in the last couple of minutes. They had 87 yards on the ground. We talked about keys to the game, limiting their ground game. If you'd have told the coaches, we'll have 224 on the ground and they'll have 87, they'd have signed up for that. And that's exactly what the Saints did tonight.
Predicted that. No. Certainly no one would have predicted that between these two teams.
Nope, exactly. So that's where this game was won, was on that line of scrimmage where our offensive line and our defensive lines won those battles repeatedly tonight. And that's the difference in this football game. Let's go through some individual stats. Rushing, Jay Schwiesau had 15 carries for 47 yards tonight. Connor King, 12 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Christian Michaels, 8 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Had that big 18-yard touchdown run in the first half to really change the complexion of that first half. Reagan Witt, 23 carries, 80 yards. That is workhorse-like, right? 3.47 yards a carry, just bruising, absolutely tough running up the middle tonight. Made the difference for the Saints. Receiving, Carson Sparrow, 1 catch. 4 yards, 1 touchdown. Kind of a big one.
Pretty good average.
Kind of a big one. 1 catch, 1 touchdown. We'll take that. Tyson Klein, 1 catch for 14 yards. On a big play, a guy who doesn't play a lot, right? We don't see Tyson Klein in the game a lot, but makes a key catch tonight, makes an impact play that shows, I think there's 53 kids or 54 kids on this roster,
yes,
and they all did their job tonight.
Yes.
And that's a perfect example of how important that is. A kid who doesn't get a lot of opportunities made the most of it and got a first down for the Saints early in that game. Dylan Brum, 2 catches for 30 yards. After being shut out last week, after the big week in week 1, he comes back and has 30 yards of receiving. Hunter Hillman, who was the big star last week, right? 1 catch, 7 yards. So we're just going to rotate the ball around. I'm sure after watching that film, West Hancock was committed to shutting Hunter Hillman down. They did that. His 1 catch that he had was for a huge first down with a little bit of yards after contact to get that first down. And then I think 2 of those pass interference flags might have been against him as well, and those 2 may have been catches.
Yep.
So that hurts
absolutely.
your yardage a little bit too.
As good as his hands have been, I think you're exactly right. They absolutely are catches.
Yep. And he caught a touchdown pass out of bounds, I believe, as well, early in the game. Made a miraculous catch. So Jace passing, 5 of 14 passing for 55 yards and a touchdown. Did his job tonight as well, managing the game. And we talked about the Saints defense and limiting what West Hancock was able to do offensively. So happy for the kids, so happy for this program. Coaches, kids, parents, teachers, everybody involved with this program did their job. And that's what you got to have happen to beat the number 1 team, in the class, coming into your place early in the season. You got to be firing on all cylinders to win that game. That's a really good football team that we just dominated.
That is a really good football team that we just dominated. And it was domination from the very, very beginning. It was completely in the hands of the Saints. Now, 3 turnovers.
Yep.
We didn't let that get to us, right? There's the bad. But what if those don't happen, right? So let's work. Let's clean that up. Coach is going to look at that, too, and say, okay, what improvements can we make? We did some things well. We did some things that we can improve on.
Yep.
Take care of the ball.
And that's how you keep kids hungry, right? That's the bad news, good news. Hey, bad news. 3 turnovers, guys. Can't have that. Okay, we're going to lose games like this if we turn the ball over 3 times repeatedly. Yeah. So let's clean that up. That's how you keep kids motivated. We got to get better. We're not good enough yet. We're getting, but I'm sure we'll listen to Coach Clevenger's post-game interview here. But I'm sure that is going to be part of his comment as well. We won and we beat a really good team. But we're not very good yet. We got to get better. We got to continue to get better, and I think that's part of that pursuit of excellence that he preaches here that makes us so consistently good at this game. A couple things we talked about at the beginning. This was going to be a physical game, and we had to take it to them, and we did that. And that's the difference in the game.
We really did.
We kind of flipped that script from last year. They took it to us. Last year, we took it to them this year.
Offensively, defensively. Last year, those turnovers hurt us. They turn into points for them. This year, we don't let that get us down. We don't let defense steps up and keeps those turnovers from becoming scores. That's the difference. The defense for these Saints this year, but particularly tonight. Massive. Just massive.
So the Saints moved to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in district play. We talked about it at the top tonight, that this was going to be the team that won this one has to take care of business from here forward, but puts you in the driver's seat in District 2 to win that district title. West Hancock has won that district title, and they're I read it in the paper this week, I'll forget, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row. I believe this group of seniors has never not won a district title since they've been on the field. So Saints have a long way to go, a lot of season left. Cannot take your foot off the gas. And have some, Lake Mills looks like a really good team. Nashua looks like a really good team coming up. So there are some. Newman always plays us tough, and we got to go to their place. So there are some games coming up here. Obviously, in high school football, you got to show up every week, or bad things happen.
Exactly. And next week, speaking of every week, Belmont Clemmy comes to town for
homecoming.
Saint Ansgar homecoming. So if you're able to make that game, of course, make that game. If you can't make that game, we're going to have the homecoming coverage. We might even do a little earlier stuff to get the coronation of the new king and queen after the parade in the afternoon. We'll see how that goes. But definitely next week, 7 p.m. kickoff right here in Saint Ansgar. Be here if you can in Saint Ansgar in the stands. And if you can't be in the stands, there's Saints TV. So any final words before we sign off here? Not your average Joe.
I'm so happy for this group of Saints and for this group of seniors that have done a great job of leading these guys to this position. And obviously a lot of season left to go, but what a fantastic start for your 3-0 Saint Ansgar Saints.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. This is Candle Genius Eric Sparrow and Not Your Average Joe Beeland. Until next weekend, next Friday night, we'll see you there. Thanks for watching.